Hello, beautiful people. We are live for another Monday night live stream, watch party, what have you, whatever you want to call it. We are the Wrasslin for Life Network, and we are live here sorting through the wreckage of War Games tonight. We're going to see what happens on Monday Night Raw. And of course, I can't do this alone. I'm joined by, the Miss Lovely Ashley Rose, the rose amongst the thorns.
Rose, I love that.
But yes, we are kicking off with Monday Night Raw, the first show after War Games, and we are doing this right now. Boom. Hello. Like I said before, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. I am Big Nick. That is Ashley. We are kicking off Monday Night Raw right now with a replay from the end of the men's War Games match. What did you think about War Games or Survivor Series, Ashley?
Well, I personally enjoyed the women's one better than the men's.
Really?
Personally, I actually like theirs better. And I said that while we were watching it. I said to my boyfriend, I was like, I think I'm going to like this better. And I did. I mean, there was some moments in the men's match that I enjoyed. But I in my personal opinion, so you could agree to disagree, I thought the women's one was better.
Fair enough. I think it was better in ring. I think storytelling wise, the men's one was better. And so right now, first, hello to everybody. Hello. Thank you for joining us again. We are the Wrasslin for Life Network, back at it again like a jackrabbit. We are the alternative commentary for any wrestling show you got out there going. We are here to keep you up to date with anything and everything that's going on in professional wrestling live. And right now I've got the
Becky, the man.
Becky's coming out, but we started off with the Bloodline, and notice how Jay was holding his hand, because I knew Jay was kind of banged up going into War Games, but I heard he broke his hand in the War Games match.
Yeah, I read that too. So now, who do you think Becky's gonna go after? Because now she's like friends with Bianca, so it's not like she's gonna want to go after the belt, because now they're like buddy.
Well, it's interesting, and I will take a moment to say hello, James, Ronnie, Eternal Nightmare. That's a new name. Hello.
Eternal Nightmare. That's an interesting name.
But I think she goes after Bayley. It was interesting with the post-media scrum that you had Bianca almost kind of halfway a little bit taking jabs and all that. And granted, Becky had the famous line of, my butt's a little sore, but besides that, I'm fine. So I think she goes after Bayley just because that's a feud I don't think we've really seen before.
And isn't Bayley the one who broke her arm and she was out for those months?
I believe so. Well, who do you think
storyline?
Who do you think she goes against?
I think she's going against Bayley because I think is that who broke her arm?
You might be right with that. I think also Bianca goes against Rhea, so I think that's part of why you can't do the Becky Bianca feud right now, especially they're both babyface.
I also think that there's someone who, if I say their name, something will go off in my house. But I think that Alexa Bliss is going to have a heel turn, hopefully soon.
See, I saw a lot of people predicting that. And hello, John, Ronnie, everybody. It's the Italian, New York Italian family connection going on tonight.
The Paisans tonight.
Right, exactly. What better way to kick off the holiday season than spend good old time with the family, just keep it between you and I.
Yeah, exactly.
But we've got Becky kicking off Raw right now. And of course, too, the first hour of Monday Night Raw, they made sure to announce that last minute is commercial free. So I feel like we're going to get a surprise. Do you think maybe Charlotte Flair shows up?
Well, maybe. Well, I don't want to say anything, but her boo is now injured. So I don't know.
He caught the Cody like we were talking about earlier. Yeah. He's got the torn pectoral. So for those who don't know, Andrade announced today that he had a torn pectoral and he went under surgery for it.
Becky is in the crowd right now. The crowd is loving her tonight.
See, you're a second or two ahead of me because right now I've got her walking under the crowd.
Oh.
So she's going full babyface mode with this. Now, are you surprised that we saw this instead of big time Bex?
No, I like her better as the face. I didn't like her when she was a heel. I love big time Bex. I love her either way. I always been a fan of Becky Lynch. But
I 100%. Well, it's even when they kind of turned her heel, you couldn't really boo for her because she had just been kind of, built for that moment the whole time. But here's an interesting name that Ronnie points out: of Zoe Starks is, I guess, supposed to show up.
Yeah, I read that too. I had to Google who that was.
Oh,
well, I don't watch NXT that much. So I had to. That's
real quick shout out for my buddy Big Rig, because this dude that's on Monday Night Raw right now, it looks like my buddy Big Rig from the DWO.
They're in Virginia tonight. They're in Norfolk, Virginia, I believe.
Yeah. So this man very much looks like he walked straight out of the woods on Monday Night Raw. But Zoe Starks coming to Monday Night Raw would be an interesting shout. I think she's still got some unfinished business in NXT, so I find it interesting of where do they put her in there. Maybe she's the one that has a feud with Becky and is kind of, I guess, gets fed to the wood chipper a little bit like Shotzi with Ronda.
That whole Shotzi thing, I was happy for her. I liked that she came up. I was happy.
Really?
Yeah.
Shotzi, I think, was kind of bound to come up.
Mm-hmm.
I think Zoe Starks coming up this soon is a little fast. But Becky's just a man amongst the people right now, just cutting her whole promo amongst the crowd.
I know but you just give the people, oh, look, Bailey's coming. I got Bailey coming out.
I just got Becky saying how she's seen a lot of people come back and she's knocked the head off of each and every one of them.
And now Bailey's. See, I think they're going to set up a Becky thing.
Well, it's kind of what else do they both really do? Of Bailey, I don't know if she's going for the title exactly right now, and I don't know if Becky really needs to go for the title right now.
Yeah, before she left and when she was still a heel, Becky, she said that she was lost without her title. It was part of her. Or I think that's
also when she was big time Bex.
Yeah.
But I did like Becky's comment there of here she comes to ruin the day. So JV, and shout out JV, says 4 out of 10 for Raw so far. Horrible way to start Raw. How do you think so far we're starting off Monday Night Raw after War Games and everything? This is what we're starting off with.
Well, I had a feeling they were going to start off with Becky because she came Friday. She was the last one to come out of Bianca's team, so I had a feeling that she was going to start the show. But I think they are setting it up for this. But a lot of people said too they wanted to see Becky go against Rhea.
Fair enough. Oh, that's instantly who Rio kind of went for when they got into the War Games match. She instantly turned around and hit the Riptide on her. But here's an interesting, pairing from Small Market out of that. I want to see Asuka versus Io.
Isn't it? A lot of people do want to see that, right?
I feel I want to see that, honestly. It goes a bit back to the Stardom style and everything like that.
Yeah. I like how Becky is now talking from the audience. She's part of the crowd now. She's one with the people.
Well, she is the man.
Yes.
She's very much back as that. But I do like Bailey's kind of new gimmick. It's not, the role model or anything really like that.
Or the hugger.
She's actually taken seriously. She's just a badass. You know what she can do.
So do you think they're going to set up this match for tonight?
Well, that's the thing is we haven't seen a whole lot really advertised for tonight. I think the most that we saw was Dexter, Loomis, and the Miz. And outside of really this, and the Bloodline's going to show up. So we're getting that interesting spot to where not a whole lot's really advertised for Raw anymore.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people, I'm excited. something must be happening if they're going to give you an hour free of commercials.
Right. That's
Also,
why I'm wondering if maybe we get like Charlotte, or we get some sort of a return, something. Maybe we get honestly, like you said, maybe we get the match between Bayley and Becky right now, and that's why they want to do it commercial free.
Oh, there's Bayley's girls coming out.
Damage Control. Boss says Raw is in my hometown. Shout out. I don't expect the next few weeks to be very exciting with no major events till Royal Rumble, and with the holidays, I think that we're going to get a few stinker low-end Raws.
I mean, it could be true, but people are home. People are watching it. I mean, eventually I'm going to be watching wrestling by wrapping presents. You can do two things at once.
Well, and I do think because there is that long gap, and because they now have a director of long-term storytelling and what have you, that they are going to actually kind of, now this is their time, they can flesh some stuff out of, now we can kind of build to these intertwining feuds in the Rumble matches.
I can't believe there's no pay-per-view or a premium live event until the end of January. It's like the last weekend of January.
Well, they got rid of day one. It is Io in a neck brace. I almost feel like she is. As we're fighting through, I guess, the concourse area right now. Of the merch stand is,
the merch stand looks very empty.
Hell.
For a merch stand, that looks very sad.
Well, it's set up to just kind of be there.
Yes.
But, yes, Io's in a neck brace.
And were they selling a Money in the Bank lunchbox?
Well, we've got 3-on-1 right now of we've got all of Damage Control going after Becky the merch stand has collapsed in on itself now.
Oh, that's so sad because it was so fake.
Right? You could have gotten your lovely Watt shirt or, your Money in the Bank, briefcase.
They had a Money in the Bank lunchbox you could have got. No one came out to help Becky.
Well, and we took till now to try and, I guess, get some order amongst this, but Dakota's still trying to swing, I guess, like a fake Cena chain or something right now at Becky. Yeah, it's interesting that it's been 3-on-1 this whole time, and granted, Becky held her own, but no one came out to really help Becky. There's no one ran to her aid. Where's Bianca? Where's Asuka? Where's Alexa?
I guess no one wants to help her. She could handle her own shit, as they say.
Yeah, fair enough. The way Raw started, Nick, it just goes back to show you what I told you about War Games being non-canon. No, that very much plays into that whole canon. I think the only non-canon premium live event amongst WWE is Saudi Arabia.
Now there's sorry.
Yeah. Now I was just going to ask you what you think of the start so far of Monday Night Raw.
It was like a 4.5. It was all right. I mean, they could have done a little bit more, but
Well, and I like how we're not getting, commercial free, but we're getting a video package brought to you by Violent Night. Go see that movie. Not sponsored. But we're not going to run ads, but we're going to have sponsored video packages. Well, I'm surprised. Sorry.
No, now they're going to fight Mia Yim and Rhea.
Oh, I 100% can't wait for that feud. I honestly thought we could have gotten a traditional Survivor Series type match at Survivor Series between the OC and Judgment Day.
Rhea Ripley's coming out with her boo, not really her real boo, but Dominic Mysterio. He's wearing the "I'm Your Mommy" shirt. Love it.
Well, he got it, from his mother, Vicky Guerrero. She just said, "Son, I already bought this, so you can just wear it."
Well, she wore it a few weeks ago, right at the pay-per-view.
Right, and
they probably wear the same
size. But does this really kind of shift the whole dynamic of how people have compared this to Eddie and China? This is Eddie and China, just the dynamics entirely different. Are
you saying this is like
Eddie?
Is this when you buy Eddie and China off Wish?
No, this is just Gothic China. That's the way I kind of view it, because Rhea looks like an absolute badass.
She does. I love her.
Just her doing pull-ups in the cage became viral.
Mm-hmm.
And Christ, with Dominic Mysterio, love him or hate him. I know we've talked about him going to NXT a ton. But he's become, this is the two top acts out of Judgment Day. Finn Balor and Damian Priest have taken a back seat.
They have. I don't even, sometimes I forget the other two in Judgment Day. I know that's terrible, but I just love Rhea and Dominic. Dominic, who thought this little fella would get over?
Nobody, not even his daddy. That's why I didn't want to have the feud with him. And it's made Rhea 100% a star right now. I feel like she's the odds-on favorite to win the Royal Rumble, or at least the Women's Royal Rumble.
Why did they change Mia Yim's name?
No, they changed it and they changed it back.
They keep doing it to like flip-flop.
No, they did it once. It was a nickname, and then I guess somebody might have been trigger happy on the website. Well, I mean, Christ, if we really want to talk about, she's got it now in her intro.
Yeah.
Does she come out with that now?
That's what I was asking you, because I was like, are they flip-flopping it? No,
they have it as like her nickname and everything. Granted, I still wish she came out with the I'm the HB. To me, it made perfect sense. The HBIC with the OC, as she's too sweet and fans. But
are they fighting right now?
What's up?
Are they having a match that no one that advertised this match?
If they did, they advertised it last minute, but I feel like that's now. Do you prefer it to where, say, it's like with AEW? I hate to say it.
They tell you like the menu before you order.
Right. Well, to where they lay out everything that's going to happen from start to fucking finish, and you get a whole smorgasbord to quote Kenny. But now with WWE, you get a little bit. You get a preview, the trailer, and then you actually tune in to watch the movie.
Well, at the beginning, when I was only like strictly like AEW, like I was like, yay, go hard for them. I enjoyed that I knew everything that was going to happen because I could kind of plan out my night like, we can take a shower then. I could walk the dog during that night. I didn't really care about that one. He's going to talk. Let me walk the dog now. Then it was fine. But now I'm just like, I know what's going to happen. I could kind of sometimes predict it. Like also, again, in the dark matches, you know who's going to win in those dark matches.
Fair enough.
But sometimes I like that I didn't know that this match was going to happen because I wanted to see this.
Oh, absolutely. This is 100%, I would rather have seen this match on, say, a premium live event than Jade versus Nyla Rose. But folks, let us know who you're taking for this match. We've got Rhea Ripley versus Mia Yim. Michin, I guess if you're too lazy to write anything out or you don't know how to spell check, you can put an M or an R for you taking for this match. Who are you taking, Ashley?
I'm taking Rhea because I love her. I've always been a fan of Rhea. I even liked her when she still had like long blonde hair when she first came up.
The Mae Young Classic, or if you could actually still say that. So then I guess to be the contrarian, even though I would take Rhea in this match, I'll take Mia Yim.
You could take her if you want to.
Oh, yeah. You haven't seen me enough then to know that I just I'm a little bit of I have no problem just taking the dark side just because.
The dark side.
And it's interesting of maybe they I could see this feud, and like we've talked about, they have a lot of time to play out until we get to the Royal Rumble. So this may not be the one and only match that they have. Oh,
you mean they're going to have 7 matches like someone else?
I don't think we go fully that far because then they'd have to end up in a tag team or anything like that. But I think we might have, like with this, we're already starting to see Dominic Mysterio getting involved as Mia's hits an elbow and throws Rhea into the ring. So maybe we get a match to where Dominic's barred from ringside or something, or maybe we set up to like a cage match or something.
Stipulation of some sort.
Right. But folks, so let us know who you're taking for this match, whether it's Rhea, I guess, Mommy, pause, or Michin, pause, Mia Yim. Small Mark says, Mia. Damien, what do you think about the Street Profits returning to face Alpha Academy tonight?
They're returning tonight? That's like
this one. I feel like I got to see it to believe it because, like we talked about before, not a whole lot's been advertised for tonight. Which this is now their chance to hit the reset button. We're fully in the Papa Paul era.
Mm-hmm. Well, I thought that someone from the Street Profits was injured.
Ford was in a boot last I knew.
Oh, like my son. He got his off, so maybe he got his off too.
Oh, lovely.
He was in a boot for 6 weeks. It's okay now.
I can only imagine the story that goes with that.
The short story is he was in the weight room at school, and he dropped a 45-pound weight on his foot.
Okay. Ow.
Yeah, and that's how it happened.
Right now, Rhea is in control of this match. So I like I said, Rhea is the odds-on favorite. I could see her honestly showing up in the men's rumble too, to be honest.
Oh, like China.
Oh, 100%. Like I said, it's Gothic China. You put some black lipstick and all that on China, and you've got Rhea Ripley. And that's not to take away from either one. It's just that she's shown she can compete and be 100% credible, body slamming Luke Gallows and all that.
Yeah, but didn't China also? She won the first woman to ever win the Intercontinental Championship, right?
Yes, her, and then she split it with Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm. No, well, Chris Jericho has his fingers in everything. On everything, in everything. I don't know.
Allegedly. Accusations.
Accusations.
John says, Rhea, it's just going to announce a little bit ago. Damon, I still haven't seen it. Dale, what up? Rhea said she compared to China. Yeah, she even compared herself to China. I think I saw that she said, I'm nothing like they've seen since China.
It's true. Also, I read online and I saw the Twitter, the tweeter.
The Twitter.
Whatever you want to call it on the Twitter, whatever.
I don't know. Show you're of a certain vintage of
I'm 35, okay? So I was on the Twitter earlier, and apparently Dana Brooks called out Bianca Belair, and she wants a match. She told Papa Paul she wants a match.
Cool. And
you don't care about Dana.
To play in the NFL doesn't mean it's gonna fucking happen.
That's what she's been.
Respectfully.
But that's what she was saying, that she wants to have a match against Bianca.
I'll see it when I believe it. I feel like Dana Brooks unfortunately got herself a little too hyped up
when she won her
DDT by Mia Yim, and I guess the Miz versus Dexter Loomis match is an anything goes match. I just saw that advertised.
Oh, an anything goes match?
Yeah, because it determines if Loomis gets a WWE contract, even though they've already, played his entrance and, had his music and all of that stuff.
But this match between The Miz and Dexter Loomis has been going on for so long. Like, I think it started before even Halloween and all that stuff.
Oh,
it's
100%.
been going on for quite a while, so I feel like they should have the match. I thought they were going to have the match in Survivor Series, but I guess they moved it till Monday.
Yeah, well, I saw a lot of people when we were here live for Survivor Series that thought that match was going to happen, but I guess then, like you said, they moved it to Monday Night Raw. Dom's in the ring now, so we've got
AJ came in the ring.
Is Dom just James Ellsworth 2.0?
Oh, AJ came in the ring to help. He's beating the crap out of little Dominic. Now there's Finn and Damian Priest all coming out to help.
But Rhea got hit in the melee between AJ and Dom, so I bet you that might come into play at some point.
Now everyone's out. Everyone's out beating the crap out of each other.
All hell has broken loose. What?
But that was, speaking of who's ever in the ring right now, but AJ and Finn did put on a good match on Saturday.
I still feel like it's the most forgotten match of that whole show, surprisingly.
Yeah. But I thought AJ was going to have a black eye. His face was red. His back was all red. But bruises. I feel like they have a lot of makeup on you.
Carl says, will Sami Zayn get his official Bloodline faction shirt tonight or remain an honorary member?
He said, I think he
might. Go ahead.
I think, he proved himself on Saturday.
Oh, we see the coronation of Sami Uso tonight. I've seen it, the memes and everything going around him to where that man went into that match, Sami Zayn, and left Sami Uso.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so we're going to get a match between the OC and Judgment Day tonight.
Just right now. They're going to do it. They got a ref. They got everyone. They're ready to go.
So, see, we're doing Survivor Series booking on Monday Night Raw. I mean, I get it. It's how you are going to draw ratings, and especially if we're still only in the first half hour. So
not even. We're 25 minutes in.
We're not commercial free.
But I think a lot of people wanted to see this. So if you tuned in for Survivor Series and you didn't see this match, now you're like, oh, you put on Monday Night Raw, like, oh shit, the matches I want to see are now on Monday.
Right? I was gonna say, so I don't know if we really got a clear finish or a decided victor from Rhea versus Mia.
It was,
but right now we're getting the OC versus Judgment Day in an 8-person tag match right now. So let us know who you're taking for that match. I guess. Who are you taking, Ashley?
So difficult. I guess I want to take Judgment Day.
Damn.
Okay, you know what? I'll go the other way. I'll go the OC because I've always been a fan of AJ. Okay, I'm sweet on the phenomenal one.
Fair enough. I still think AJ could have I think both him and Finn honestly could have a serious push left in them. But we've got the bell rung now, and we've got AJ and Finn kicking off, so we're getting pretty much an out and outright replay, if not an extended director's cut version of Survivor Series.
Director's cut.
We're getting the match we thought we were all going to get at Survivor Series just tonight on Monday Night Raw. But so, folks, let us know who you're taking, whether it's the Judgment Day or the OC, whether you're like Miss Ashley and just, decided to go with AJ Styles, or you believe in Rhea.
They're going to just keep saying they're commercial free. They'll remind you, but they'll show packages when you see Violent Night, as you so.
Right, all right, exactly.
Go see it. It's a good time.
Yeah, they'll sneak in those advertisements. It's, just like, we're commercial free, but here's this video package brought to you by Snickers.
Well, Snickers used to be like one of their biggest supporters back in the day. That and like the payphone one. I'm really old.
1-800 collect.
Yeah, it was like a phone card or something.
Damien's taking the OC, so he's with you. JV says, I have a feeling these two will unite or something. Kabuki is going to happen. What?
They're going to reunite? They're going to unite?
No.
But I mean, AJ and Finn know how each other fight. They came up, they were in Japan together and all. They were together.
Well, how do you feel that Michael Cole brought up the New Japan stuff and mentioned the Bullet Club?
Well, see, that's what I was thinking. I was like, is it possible? I don't think it's going to happen, but is it possible that Papa Paul also has his hand in the New Japan cookie jar?
Oh, I think it's more of New Japan's just going to play both sides and so either way I win. But right now we've got Gallows and Damian Priest going at it in the ring. So the two biggest members of both sides.
I like that Damian Priest now wears eyeliner. He fully committed to the character.
Well, it still reminds me of when he was Punishment Martinez and all of that. It's still kind of the same thing. Just now he's got a hair straightener.
He got a hair straightener.
Oh, the man had a full press and everything at Survivor Series. Oh, big head kick from Gallows.
And now I also heard that someone who could come in this match that could freak it up for either party is Beth Phoenix and Edge. Well,
it's still kind of wondering when that's going to happen. I think that we are still initially waiting for that payoff of a feud between Rhea Ripley and Beth Phoenix.
Well, yeah, she smashed her head in with the folding chair.
The concerto.
Mm-hmm.
Never fear, Larry is here. Perfect timing. You showed up just when Dominic Mysterio was in the ring.
Dominic Mysterio also he has straight perfect hair too.
Well, he's just got the Eddie Guerrero. He's Dominic Guerrero now. He's not Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, I forgot. Dominic and Rhea came to Turkey Day at the Mysterio house.
Oh, absolutely. How did you feel that they disrupted the Mysterio Thanksgiving?
No, I was like, why is this even a promo? I was like, but what? Leave poor Ray alone. Let that man enjoy his turkey. Let that man enjoy.
Would you have, I guess speaking especially, I guess as an Italian woman, if someone busted in the door, say if your son busted in the door and was, having at it with your husband on Turkey Day, are you just going to be over in the side?
No, because I included myself in the conversation. Because the other day we were comparing. They said my boyfriend said that he's Tony and I'm Carmella. Because yesterday I was cooking the sauce, and I mean meatballs and sausages. The whole ball game I did yesterday.
See, it's funny how already I think I'm the only one who knew fully what you were talking about right there, and also know that there's the whole debate between whether it's sauce or gravy.
Oh no, it's sauce. Gravy's brown.
Agree, actually. But so we've got as we went full Italian right there.
Sorry.
All we're missing right now is the Sopranos theme. But I've got Damian Priest pinning Carl Anderson for a 2 count right now. NXT announced last night Nikita Lyons goes one-on-one with Mandy Rose tomorrow night.
Yeah, I don't know if Mandy Rose is going to drop the title. And my issue with that is her face is everywhere for NXT. A few weeks ago, me and KJ talked about it. Her face is all over the NXT commercial.
Oh, 100%. She's her, Braun, and Carmelo are the 3. If we're going to talk about pillars like AEW does, they're the pillars of NXT right now. And I think we're all kind of waiting for when they get called up just because we see the potential there.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think she's going to drop the belt anytime soon.
Fair enough.
She has it, over a year now?
Close to it, I believe. Yeah, we just had the 1-year celebration. Well, and it's going to be interesting. I still am waiting to see if, how, when we get Zoe Starks, I guess, brought up tonight, because I guess that's the one thing that we really initially had advertised. So I thought she was set up for a feud with Nikita, and if we move away from that, where do we go? It's interesting to see NXT be a hybrid of developmental and the black and gold.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I don't know. So I just previously, before we started talking, I went off on my little tangent. I apologize. They showed Austin Theory having his match, like he's there or whatever. Is he going to have a rematch against Seth Rollins tonight?
We're gonna hear from, I believe, or something like that. I feel like I'm the outlier in this. And by the way, John says real quick, Ashley, Nick, too sweet, me, too sweet.
Too sweet.
But I guess one of the outliers in that I don't mind Austin Theory having the U.S. title right now. That man got buried beyond belief, where it became a joke, to where even Hunter mentioned it in the post Survivor Series press conference of that man's career died, and then 2 weeks later he's U.S. champ. So I think it's a good way to give him a push, and it makes it interesting around the U.S. title, I feel.
But those 3 people have held the U.S. title within like the last 6 months. Those 3,
right?
So I get people. I was reading on again the Twitter sphere, okay, and people think that tonight Seth Rollins is going to win the title back. And I was like, I don't think that WWE is going to do flip-flop all the time. Like, they're going to do that.
Yeah, that would just be a bit unnecessary. I feel that's you're burying him, bringing him back to life to bury him again. Like I said, I feel like Austin Theory's got some legs with that, and maybe we get an Austin Theory versus Cena match at Mania. Maybe we get an Austin Theory versus Rollins match at Mania. Maybe we get Austin Theory versus Cody at Mania. I think this has legs to go for a good while, with Austin Theory kind of becoming the face, in the sense of how, like we were talking about with Mandy Rose, of how you see her everywhere with the NXT Women's Championship. You see Austin Theory everywhere on Monday Night Raw with the U.S. title.
Maybe. Oh, look, whoever said it, the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy tonight. It just showed up on the bottom of my screen.
There we go. So shout out Damien calling that out. See right there.
Yeah, there you go. Look, see, look,
tonight. That's how I know they're going to go one-on-one with the Alpha Academy. They announced it an hour ago. See? Speaking into fruition.
Yes, but I guess if I had to put money on that match, the Street Profits win it only because they were gone for so long. Finn
right
with
now, got Carl Anderson and Finn. Finn's trying to hold Carl back from tagging in somebody. So everybody's looking for the hot tag.
This is a feud that's going to go on for quite some time.
100%. Well, like I said, I feel like when this whole match kicked off, this is a match that should have happened at Survivor Series. That's just now happening on Monday Night Raw, which, to their credit, they've needed some good matches on Monday Night Raw. Because it's been, you can, I guess, speak to it more than I have, because you've been on here more from. It's been kind of the B show, maybe the C show even for WWE lately.
Yeah, well, I was saying how like the first 2 hours usually flies by and the last hour drags.
Fair enough.
It's the third hour that gets me every time.
Should they do something? Should WWE do something with that? I like maybe make that NXT, make that just a main event. Like you just cut that off and you use that as a taping.
I don't know. Well, a lot of people, I know that you have said it on this channel before that they should make that like NXT. I know that a lot of people don't watch NXT, and maybe that would get some more viewers to, come to the black and gold.
The white and gold at this point. And
Rio smacked.
Big forearm after Luke Gallows just speared Damien onto the announcer's table, and Balor and Styles going at it after Styles just whoa.
Yeah. What?
2 count. Rhea breaks it up.
Rhea gets involved in the men's matches. Just,
What?
I said Rhea got herself involved in the match.
Well, 100%. Fan want to roll up. I could see her. Could you see her having a match with AJ?
I would like to see that. I don't see. I know that WWE doesn't do like the woman fighting a man. Like I know, like some companies do that. Like Alley Catch does fight men.
Right. Well, we right now got Mia Yim and Rhea.
Oh, Mia Yim is
here for the hot tags, and now we're getting both women going at it.
But Mia Yim is taking control of the match right now.
Oh, and does she maybe kind of court, Mr. Keith Lee over?
Well, what is he doing over there? Nothing. He had
he's in a feud with Swerve there. But so I guess I will take, a question here from the mystical voice inside my head of what a match, thumbs up or thumbs down. Folks, let us know what you're giving this match right now, whether you give this a thumbs up or a thumbs down. The match that you should have, would have, could have, maybe thought was going to happen on Survivor Series, but it's happening right now on the hour free, commercial free kickoff to Monday Night Raw. Tope con purple hair dye, blue hair dye. Why?
Dominic, you're going to really be. You're not going to help them win this, little Dom. Little Dom.
Oh, super kick from Gallows. Dominic's the one that actually breaks up the Shatter Machine.
Oh,
chokeslam from Damien. AJ set up for the phenomenal forearm.
Mia Yim is beating up the boys right now.
I'm here for it. We've got Mia Yim squaring off with Finn Balor right now.
Oh, I just got
Rhea. He just scoop slammed Finn Balor like Rhea did Luke Gallows.
Really, people are booing? Why? Yeah, I love Judgment Day.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, you're that behind?
Maybe. But so Judgment Day gets the win. So I guess I get the point.
Yes, you do. You get the points.
But now, is it intentional that Rhea pins people that way? Just saying.
Did she? I don't know. That's her. That's her. That's her. I guess that's her new way to pin people. That's her way.
All right. But so the Judgment Day picks up the win of Rhea pinning Mia Yim for the 1, 2, 3. So we started off in a women's singles match, ended up in an 8-person tag match, and we still ended it the way we were going to end the women's singles match.
So there was no reason for everyone else.
It's one of those. You took the roundabout way. It was a great match. It was honestly, it's something I wanted to see. Like I said,
on
Survivor on Saturday, but it was a fantastic match. But it was the roundabout way.
Yeah, they could have just let the women beat the crap out of each other for 30 minutes.
Right. Actually, have a good long women's match. Pause. Why?
Oh, now they're showing Private Party. No, kidding. Wrong. The Street Profits. They just
Why?
Wrong one.
Sorry.
They remind me of. It's only because one time my daughter said that. Oh, she was like, "Why is Private Party on this channel?" I was I guess.
Not for nothing. I feel like they all kind of, at least a little bit, do kind of the same gimmick. Not
they do.
I mean. But so we're getting the Street Profits back tonight versus Alpha Academy. I think the Street Profits are fantastic. I know some people have kind of soured on them. They've kind of gone a little bit long in the tooth, like the New Day, what have you. But I'm a big believer in them.
Shoes, please.
I think Montez Ford is a single star waiting to happen.
So I guess they're all better and ready to wrestle.
I believe so. And is it just me, or is Chad Gable just a short, not bald Kurt Angle?
Well, they do compare him to Kurt Angle.
Well, it's same caliber. He's an Olympic caliber wrestler. He does the nerdy shtick gimmick 100%, and you fully believe it. And he's can actually super go in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
He's just little guy.
No, little guy. Short
little
king.
Guy in the land of the giants, king. Unfortunately.
Short king.
Damien already taking Street Profits. Nope, he looks like Charlie Haas. No, he doesn't have the goatee. Street Profits are legit. Both could be solid single stars. I think Ford a little bit over Dawkins, but that's just me splitting hairs, I guess.
We the ones.
Want the smoke?
Look who's coming out.
Damien.
The Bloodline. Is he there? Is Roman there? I don't see Roman. Where's Roman?
Well, maybe he's still dealing from the whole situation between him and KO to where he might have, I guess, allegedly had a ruptured eardrum and all of that because Kevin might have gone into business for himself, and Roman was incredibly pissed off backstage. Yeah.
But can I just for a minute just appreciate, everyone could appreciate how happy Sammy is when he comes out?
Yep, and then just remember that when they rip the fucking heart out of this man, how sad it's going to be and how much it's going to... Sami Zayn is 2022's Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan. I'm going to say it at this point. That is the man who should dethrone Roman Reigns.
Really?
It's worked its way to that point, I feel.
So when it happens in like a few months or like in a year, less than a year, we can say that you said it here first.
Facts.
Okay.
Well, I'm halfway torn because I still feel like there's so much potential for KO and Sammy, but I just know, and it's almost like watching The Walking Dead, Sons of Anarchy, whatever, got a drama show you want to watch. It's just, you kind of know when something's going to happen to somebody that you really like, and I feel like that's what's going to happen with Sammy. At some point, the bloodline's just gonna, super kick that man into oblivion.
It's going to be very sad, though.
Oh, it's gonna break your heart. But we do have the bloodline. Sans Roman, no Roman, yes, or no wise man.
And no Heyman.
Right. Jimmy's starting off though.
Feeling oozy. I love that. That is such a money line, as the young kids say.
Well, it's so great too because I guess the one here that's man of a million catchphrases. What? Pause. But how Sammy just threw it. He went with it. He didn't think it was going to catch on as much as it did, and it caught like wildfire.
It did. It really did. It like overnight. I saw everyone's like feeling oozy. They had like memes about it. It was all over Instagram.
Right. Jay saying, "You see who was left standing tall," and he's very much got his hand wrapped up. So again, little bit of rumor, speculation to the fact that when he was selling, shaking his hand and everything was because it was legit broken. Sammy's the mascot, the jester, the joker, the midnight. I see what you did there.
I love it, but Sami Zayn had his whole character for the longest time that he was a conspiracy theorist. I didn't like that whole character. But I feel like he believed so much in himself that he could become an Uso, and he did.
And to me, well, we'll get to that question in a minute. But to me, with Sammy, it goes even a little bit of like to what Heyman said of it's that guy that never thought he had a chance. And so he gets a guest spot, and then the cast keeps wanting him to come back, and he becomes a member of the cast and everything. That man threw himself, whether you like the conspiracy gimmick or not, even all the way back to El Generico when he was, the underdog from the underground in NXT, of now when he's, the Ska Moen, he's feeling oozy in the bloodline right now. This man 100% gives it his all in whatever he's doing. Him and Jay are just having a heart-to-heart right now. And I like how they've now even gotten their own secret handshake on the house shows.
Sammy's getting so emotional. Do fake tears. Oh,
I don't think it's fake with him, because that's the thing, is even if you watch the post Survivor Series press conference of how he says, that honestly was very emotional for me.
Well, also he
said that's what feeling oozy. He's like, that was very oozy. And we get an oozy. And honestly, even Jay is kind of tearing up.
It became part of their bloodline, feeling oozy. He's the honorary oos.
Right.
Oh, they're hugging now.
I don't think he's honorary anymore. I think he's full gone oos. Full blown oos. They're
Why
gonna
is
shake hands.
Solo's not in the group hug? He's not in the trio hug.
Well, Solo.
Well,
okay.
Solo's a little bit like the Taz, the hook of this whole situation.
They want him to come over. They're like, come on, join the group hug.
It's just funny to me how much like Jay now just embraces him. It reminds me every time I hear they're all like, come on.
We just had a party on my TV. We had a party pooper. Someone crashed the party.
Oh, KJ showed up. Allegedly. Love you, big boy. Shout out to KJ. Hope you feel better, my guy.
Yes, we hope you feel better.
Shout out to CJ. But we have KO coming out right now. So we knew that this was going to continue on of obviously between at least Sammy and KO, if not the Bloodline and KO, because they might be aiming towards KO versus Roman at the Rumble.
Mm-hmm. Well, I said earlier that I know that they did that match like two years ago, KO versus Roman at the Rumble. That was the match like that it took like forever for them to get a referee, and Roman Reigns was like handcuffed. Someone was handcuffed.
Yeah, Heyman couldn't figure out how to work handcuffs.
Yeah, all of a sudden he didn't know how they work.
Right. Well, I was going to say, shout out to, I remember this comment earlier from the good old Rocco, another good old paisan of, evening. So I heard they want to do KO versus Roman at the Rumble. If that's the case, from 2017 to 2023, Rumble and KO for the title happened at 3 Rumbles in 7 years. 2017, 2020, 2023, every 3 years.
Oh, it's like
damn, you're an excellent fact checker.
It's like instead of a leap year, it's every 3 years. You get that match. Like, oh, it's that time again. But isn't like because Kevin Owens knows like Sammy like his whole like for 20 plus years.
Well, and KO was even saying, I'm not mad at you. I'm not upset. He's like, you did what you had to do. See, even KO in the chat right there saying, let's fucking go.
Let's go.
KJ White, CJ White, KO White. Like the dancing monkey.
Oh, he doesn't want anything to do with him anymore. KO just said the same. He don't want anything to do with him anymore.
This is good. Is such good storytelling. This is daytime soap opera drama meets professional wrestling.
Yes, I know.
Raunchy, like Always Sunny, like How I Met Your Mother, fucking shit type humor.
Get everyone. Yeah.
This is all of like what you would stream and everything, all in one nice, neat little package with some violence included, I feel.
Mm-hmm. And Sammy said he felt the same way.
I'm calling it now. When these two have a singles match at WrestleMania 40 after they've had the tag titles and then they split and break apart, unless we get the Sammy world champion movement, Usi movement type situation. Mm-hmm. But when we get KO versus Sammy at WrestleMania 40, I will probably be here live and I will probably shed real tears.
Don't cry. I'll bring tissue.
But no, this is such good storytelling. Like, I get that the men's match was not super high spotty, was not your 5-star instant classic, your super work rate match, but it told the best story in a while.
It did. So they're gonna. I do
Jamie
like.
Says KO broke up with Sammy.
You're not in a relationship.
It's not me. It's you. It's
you and your new family. Your family don't like me.
Right. It's not that I don't like you. It's that your family doesn't like me. So we just can't see each other right now.
And what are the Usos, like the angry uncles?
No, they're the pissed off cousins. They're your slightly older cousins that are, been down since day one.
Get down.
But we've
No.
got Jey Uso right now calling out KO. So it looks like we're going to get Jey Uso versus KO.
I clearly have a cat passing my house and or the mastiffs. Cody, get the fuck down. Oh, the mastiffs passing the house right now. I can tell you.
It's Cody just like, wait, I should be in this right now. He's just thinking, adrenaline in my soul. Something, Cody Rhodes.
Oh my!
Yes, so later tonight we're getting KO versus Jey Uso. And I really like this KO of this is a mix of fight everyone, stun everyone, KO, and this is, the duct tape on the t-shirt straight out of NXT KO of even at like Survivor Series, everybody else in the cage is just ready, raring to go, and he's just sitting there chilling in the back of the corner, right up against the cage, just waiting.
Oh, so everyone's getting in with my dog?
The first bark got me, huh?
Oh, and then they have someone wrote the song lyrics. Oh, yeah. Working.
Shouldn't it be adrenaline in my soul? Bark, 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 Cody Rhodes. Yes, 100%.
Oh, also, Cody did have an injury on his paw last week. It wasn't his pec, though. It was.
Oh, he pulled the paw instead of pulling a pectoral.
Yeah, he did. It was really.
He halfway caught the Cody.
Yeah, he did. See, they're like the same. Oh, so now we're in backstage. Last month, they're showing last month with Candace. What is this whole thing with Candace LeRae in them? With Control Alt Delete.
Hair dye.
The hair dye.
They all have hair dye. That's I think the only connection. Well, it's also a little bit of Bayley kind of going through any sort of the NXT call ups, what have you. But I do like, and whether it be the men's, the women's situation, what have you, if there's. You could go across the board and make 10 different matches and they all seem great. And they all make sense too. Like we're getting Candace warming up backstage right now.
I like her. I like her whole look. But there's like the girls right now, there's just so much hair dye. There's so much colors. There's the colors. It hurts my eyes sometimes.
Everybody's got to be bright and colorful. See, I said that's the connection. But I 100%. Candace is an underrated badass.
She is.
If you really look at what she did outside of WWE, she's an underrated badass.
Candace LeRae versus Dakota Kai tonight.
Ooh, that's a good match.
There's a lot of hair dye.
It's still a good match, though.
Pink and purple.
Pink, purple, and white. What? But that to me 100% seems like a good match. That's an NXT takeover match right there.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
He does not have a neck tattoo, unfortunately.
That's the collar.
Yes, his collar. But he doesn't wear a collar. He wears a harness because he likes to pull.
Does he wear just a miniature version of the Cody weight belt?
I should get it.
But we've got the Street Profits right now coming out.
They look good, so they're healthy, and they're gonna wrestle against Shoosh, please.
Right.
I hate that more than anything. I do it because it's annoying.
I don't mind it because again, it reminds me of that kind of old Kurt Angle of the three eyes and what have you.
Well, every time I hear Kurt Angle, I hear "You suck." You suck.
It's the funniest thing that the man gets insulted, and it's a term of endearment. But we've got right now the Street Profits going out through the crowd wearing their version of Dodgers jerseys. Nick, who was stalking LeRae? What? I think it was Bayley VHS spoke. What?
And this Cody
I missed something to where I guess
does Cody have
pyro? By somebody. Does Cody have pyro as well?
Yes. He when he goes out, there's just pew pew pew, and he comes out from the ground up, just like he does.
Well, no, because then it's That's not nice to do to dogs. Like fucking what's Cody's actual dog's name? Like Cody Rhodes' dog.
Is it a Pharaoh or something?
Yeah,
like
Pharaoh. So anytime he'd be out there and Cody's got, his Saudi pyro going off, but
yes, the dog comes out from the concrete.
I still think with the amount of he's got to at least have like a Cody Rhodes chew toy or something like that, or with the amount of holiday stuff that they've got going on right now. Of Christ, at this point, if I see something on WWE Shop, I'm gonna buy the dogs.
I know, for the dog. It's for Cody. It's for Cody.
Right, just get him an American Nightmare, Christmas sweater.
Oh my god! And then people will be like, "Oh my god, he really is Cody Rhodes." Get down.
Right. He just needs a blonde wig.
Well, right now he's busy. He's protecting the neighborhood from squirrels. When LeRae was cutting her promo, someone in the background popped her head. I think it was Cross. Maybe. But it's Cross she's like a cuckoo crazy girl now.
Well, she's gone back to old school Nikki Cross.
Yeah, she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Well, maybe it'll help her hit an actual, trash bin when she's trying to throw out a title.
Well, yeah, maybe. But she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs the other day. So that's what I said when she came out. Because she's like, she has like, the way she does her eyes, they look like she has crazy eyes, as men call them that women have.
You mean just eyes?
Just eyes.
No, I think she was the one that climbed on top of the cage. She was the one that did the high spot off the top of the cage initially. As we've got Alpha Academy stomping through the Street Profits red Solo cups. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, because you're
no,
like,
my TV glitch.
Now back to me.
My TV glitch for a second. I was like, oh, what's going on?
That's fine. It looked like an Old Spice commercial, and hopefully I don't want to see Otis in any sort of Old Spice commercial anytime soon.
No, my TV glitched. I got nervous. I was like, what the? It's not raining, and I don't have a satellite.
No, you're fine.
Verizon was effing up. Jake the Tribal. Well, he said, what's up? It's a beautiful Monday night in New York. It's cold.
Yeah, well, it's the East Coast.
So who thinks for this match? Who do you have for this match? Do you have the newly coming back Street Profits, or do you have the Alpha Academy with shoes, please?
Sheesh.
I'm going to keep saying it because it irritates me so much that I'm going to keep saying it.
See, now what kind of,
because girls are crazy.
Chinese water torture shit is that of this bothers me, so I'm going to keep doing it. So when you do it, it doesn't bother me. Like you're punishing yourself.
I know. Well, my kids might come in here and be like, shoes, please, Mom. They'll just do it if they're watching it, they'll do it on purpose.
See, I don't think it's that bad. I feel like, though, there's only a few tag teams on WWE right now that constantly kind of get put in rotation. So they get almost overused. Like the fact that we're getting the Street Profits back now, it does help. It's a little new, but you really have the Street Profits, Alpha Academy, the Usos,
yes,
New Day, and I guess take your pick between the OC or Judgment Day.
So they don't have a lot of tag teams
across both brands, unless I'm missing somebody. That's really the tag teams that are prominent in WWE right now across both brands. And it's interesting, especially now that they've got unified tag titles. By the way, we're in a commercial break right now.
Finally, it took over an hour. See,
right. See, we can talk for an hour. Typical Italians can talk for well over an hour.
Oh, yes. Let's go.
But that there's now, because there's the unified tag belts, there's not a really strong tag division on Raw or a really strong tag division on SmackDown or even on both. It's kind of just one halfway decent tag division across both shows.
That's my boyfriend.
Shout out.
He's on the way home from school.
There you go. Well, you should be like him, and you should be like Ashley and everybody else like that, and be a friend, tell a friend, tell everybody that you know that we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. We are the alternative commentary for any sort of wrestling show out there, whether it be WWE, what, AEW, what, NWA, what, GCW, XPW, any sort of three-letter acronym, any of that, and we've still got plenty of original content coming down the pipe. We've still got our weekly podcast every Thursday, and I even know Miss Ashley there might be having her own little original show showing up here soon. So absolutely, if you haven't already done so, hit the likes button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell notification. We just passed 1K, and I still want to try and get that 1.1, that 1.2, what have you, before we reach Christmas, because every other channel out there, they the twos, and we the ones. Why?
We missed one group, the Raiders, or the Viking Raiders, but they're on SmackDown, and now they have.
Oh.
And now they have what they change her name to?
Valhalla.
Yes, they changed Sarah Rose.
Sarah the Impaler, Max the Logan, any of that. She's not Max the Impaler. She just dresses exactly and does exactly what she does, and also has a similar. It's Max the Impaler's just Mad Max, and Sarah Logan Valhalla's just Vikings from History Channel.
But if you didn't watch Impact, you wouldn't know who that is.
Well, no. If you watch any sort of wrestling outside of WWE, I feel like you would know who Max the Impaler is at this point.
I knew who she was. I think she had a dark match on AEW.
Well, she's been on AEW, GCW, Impact, NWA. I feel like you were waiting for me to do the what there.
Yes. Well, you were so good. You were like on a roll. I was just like,
That's the problem is I keep throwing people off. If I just keep going, I'm like a fucking gospel preacher. If I just keep going and people don't know when I'm stopping.
So we just came back from the first commercial break, and we're backstage with Riddle and Elias. Now, I feel at one point these two are going to have a match against each other with their little.
Make them a tag team and call them the Rock and Roll Express. And if you know, you know.
Well, I feel like at some point Riddle is going to turn on him, or vice versa. Elias is going to turn on Riddle and smash a guitar over his head.
No, because then it'll be Ezekiel. It was Ezekiel all along.
Oh, surprise!
Right, or we're waiting for Randy. But no, this is just the acoustic version of Boogs and Nakamura, I feel like. We, like I said, rock and roll.
Oh my God, the train is so loud, everyone. That's the train.
The Strowman Express. we forgot about the Strowman Express moving through.
Oh yes, I'm sorry, everyone. If you would like to follow the Long Island Railroad has a time you could follow what time they pass my town. I'm not gonna tell you what town I live in. It's on the Nassau side. You can figure it out eventually, and you could follow the train.
Right, but so we've got the Bloodline confronting Elias and Riddle. So see, like I said, you make them a tag team. This is This is the acoustic version of Boogs and Nakamura. It's Rock and Roll Express, except roll in a different sense.
Because they. Oh, now we're back to the match against the Alpha Academy and the Street Profits, where they're wearing their the LA Dodger gear.
I guess for the sake of New York, I'm going to just pretend it's Brooklyn Dodger.
It is a Brooklyn Dodger. Oh, yes, but that, the Brooklyn Dodgers became the LA Dodgers. Then the LA.
Yeah, we don't got to talk about it. We don't
want to talk about it. They also did win the World Series recently.
Yankees all day, anyways.
My grandpa was a Brooklyn Dodger fan, then he became a Met fan. That's usually what happens.
Oh, I feel sorry for you.
I'm a Yankee fan
right now.
I'm a Yankee fan, so it's okay.
There you go. See, there you go.
So everyone likes the Raiders apparently too, but the Raiders are, I feel like I forgot about them because they were gone for a while and then they came back.
Well, and I guess I take a nice little sponsored pause for the cause here right now So what do you feel about now that we've gotten obviously Liv in a prominent position, we're getting Sarah Logan back in a prominent position, but Ruby Riot's just still sitting over in AEW with a broken nose. Like, what do we do with Sarah Logan now that she's come back?
Well, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like they're going to give her, I feel like they're going to give Sarah Logan a push because they have Liv Morgan, Ruby, and Sarah Rowe. They were all on the Riot Squad. So we'll see. Hopefully she has some good things coming for her. I wouldn't mind seeing her maybe have a match against her friend down her friend Liv one of these days. So I don't know if I asked this, but who do you have for this match? Do you have the Alpha or do you have the Street Profits? Do you have Red Cups or do you have Shush, please? You could let me know in the comment section. If I didn't read it already, I'm sorry. We here in New York. Yes, I'm in New York, and I don't like it right now because it gets dark at 4:30. It's not my favorite time of the year. Let's go Mets. I grew up in a house divided between Met and Yankee fans. So I can't say yay to either team. Hit Row. Oh yes, they are the Hit Row, Maxim male and male models. I'm not even gonna say that word because I don't even like them. I'm not a fan of the male model. The whole spiel. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Solo cups for the win. Those red solo cups. Red solo cups for the win again. Red cups. Everyone picking the Street Profits. I also picked the Street Profits tonight only because I know they're coming back after being gone for a little bit because there was an injury. I forgot who had the injury. I have terrible brain fog today. I apologize. Street Profits for the win. Ashley with Vince gone. What to say Hunter won't reunite Riot Squad? Well, I don't know what Ruby in her contract. She could have signed a 3-year contract. She could have, or she can maybe signed a 1-year contract. I don't know. You would have to see. I just feel terrible that she's in that company and they treated her like garbage. Like they made this whole big thing. Like they got Ruby and she maybe had 2 shows on Wednesday night, and then she just went straight to dark shows. And I feel really bad for her. Now she's a broken nose from freaking Ty Conte over there. Go Yankees. Oh, and they just went to picture-in-picture. And I do enjoy the picture-in-picture because you could still see the match in the commercial. This is such an AEW thing, but I guess WWE does it too. Han Solo cups. So I guess that everyone wants the Street Profits to win, which I don't mind that. I had a feeling that they were going to win tonight, but I feel like the Alpha Academy has been consistently on Monday night. Like I usually see them wrestling. But right now the Alpha Academy, while we're on commercial break, they're right now dominating in the ring. Alpha Academy are the resident insane. I can't talk today. But yes, Alpha Academy is helping. I think they were helping other people come over, but I don't think the Street Profits need that because the Street Profits they have a huge fan base to begin with, and I know that I believe that they were tag team like champions earlier in the year. It could have been this year. I just don't recall if it was earlier this year or like last year. But I remember they had the championships. Montez Ford. Yes, that was the one that was injured. Sorry. See, I had brain fog. It happens sometimes. They greatly underused her. They did. They really, really did greatly underuse poor Ruby Soho. Now she's going to be lost in the shuffle of AEW purgatory. If that's what I'm going to call it. She got lost in the shuffle. And with her broken nose, poor Ruby. Street Profits for the win. So I didn't see anyone pick Alpha Academy, so I guess the Street Profits are going to win by a landslide. If this was a vote, an election, they would have won. But I think that that's what's going to happen tonight, that the Street Profits will ultimately win this match tonight. I wish WWE would call up some more tag teams from NXT to the main roster. Well, I think they're going to start doing that maybe in the new year, because a lot of times during like the Rumble and stuff, NXT people do come up. Like, it's like, surprise, NXT is coming up to the main roster. It's nice to see that, though. Brain fog, not frog. Sorry. It could be a frog. You don't know. Maybe I have frogs in my head. I don't. Montez and Bianca have announced they're doing a reality show. Yes, I did see that. That I guess it's The Miz has his own reality show now. I guess Bianca and Montez. I will watch their show. I wonder if it's going to be right after Raw, like they did the Miz and Mrs. after the Raw. But I'm excited to see it. I'll watch it. Chad Gable and Otis to win. Then after the match, Montez Ford turn on Angelo Dawkins. Brooklyn Joker, good name also. But I don't know. I think there's the Street Profits are gonna win. I don't think anyone's gonna turn on anyone. I don't have a feeling that's gonna happen. But we just got back to the match. My TV just came back from commercial break, and now we're coming back to the ring. I guess the Street Profits. Maybe I think they're gonna win, but. Avatar to finally be being released. OMG on December 16th. Is that like a movie? I don't know. I didn't see if it's a movie. I didn't see the first one. Sorry to disappoint anyone. Oh, see, he did it. He did it. Chad Gable did the shoes. See, I don't like that. I know it's some weird thing that I do it. I just don't like it. It's not. I don't know. I'm going to hear that tonight in my sleep. Shoosh, please. I will hear that tonight in my sleep. If anything, Dawkins turns on Ford. Maybe. I don't know. I don't feel like anyone's going to turn on anyone. I feel like they're a very good tag team. I don't feel like they're going to break them up. Because as we were saying, me and Nick were saying earlier, they don't have that many tag teams in their division right now. So I don't feel like they're gonna break them up. I don't see that happening right now, at least. Maybe down the road, and they could be two separate single wrestlers. But right now, tonight, I don't see anyone turning on anyone in this match. Ashley, you have to see it. I'm sorry, I did not see the first one. I know what it's about. I think, and I'll maybe check it out but I haven't seen it. Sorry. Dawkins wants in on this match. He is waiting for the tag. Are they gonna got the tag? The Street Profits they're gonna take over this match. So I guess if we were all voting tonight, that none of us voted for Chad Gable to win. And here, no, 2 count. Otis breaks it up, 2 count. I love to see tag team division build up and do a tag team elimination chamber. I'd like to see that. I mean, I've seen that before, but I mean, I'd be interested in see that. But how many tag teams do we really have in WWE? I know that there's a lot more in AEW. They have stables and they have everyone's a freaking team of some sort. It bothers me sometimes, but I won't get into that right now. But I don't know. How many tag teams does WWE have? Can we really do that? I don't know. I'm just a huge fan of it. I know a lot of people are. Brain fog cool. Your favorite current WWE female superstar now. Mine are Becky and Bayley. Yours. Mine are, I think, Rhea Ripley is definitely one. And I want to say, I'm hoping that she changes soon. And because I do love her, and Alexa Bliss. I really do. I hope she has a character change soon because I feel like she could do so much. And I've seen her do so much, and I really am a huge fan of hers. So those are my two picks, Rhea and Alexa. And if I say it, the little machine in my house will go off. So I'm only going to say it one time. See? Now she went up. No, Alexa, no. Oh. And the Street Profits have the win. See, now everyone was right. If anyone picked the Alpha Academy to win, you did not win tonight. And the Street Profits won, which I had a feeling that they were going to win only because they just came back tonight. And I feel like it wasn't a loss, wasn't in the cards for them tonight. I just had a feeling that as soon as they announced this match, I knew who the winner was going to be. Is The Miz versus Dexter the main event tonight on Raw? Anything goes. I hope it's the main event tonight. I know that we have one other big match tonight. We do have the Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens match coming up tonight. So that is also a big match. So maybe we'll do, them coming up in the closer to the 10 o'clock hour. But I would like to see the Miz versus Dexter as the main event, which I think is going to be. But I also I'm looking forward to see what Austin Theory is going to be doing tonight. Because, I think some people are happy that he won. But I feel like he won, but I feel like he wasn't supposed to win that match. That was just my opinion. But that's just me. Ashley, I agree with your picks. Thank you. I know you love Alexa. I live with you. 2-0. Oh, see, as I was just speaking of the devil, I was just saying about Austin Theory, and you ask and you shall receive. They're talking. This is from Saturday's Survivor Series. This was the match that at first I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to like this match. But then I turned out to like this match. But again, I was surprised that Austin Theory won. I really thought that Seth Rollins was going to retain his title. And when he won, I was utterly shocked. I didn't think he was going to win. I didn't think he had it in him, but God bless his soul and he won. Viking Raiders, Street Profits, the Usos, Hit Row, Alpha Academy. I don't know how to say that. And so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7. But I feel, are we missing anyone? Or is Riddle and Elias going to have a tag team? Or is he waiting for, I know he's waiting for Randy to come back. Which I know a lot of people are waiting for him to come back. Triple H and Sasha Banks are negotiating a new WWE contract. I did see that. And I did see that. Cody, get over here. I'm sorry, everyone. I did see that. And I'm sorry if you hear bells right now. I have Christmas bells on my door because I decorated for Christmas. So if you hear bells, it's Christmas bells on my door. I'm sorry. Triple H and Sasha Banks are negotiating a new WWE contract. I did see that online on the Twitterverse, and they said that they didn't come close to what she wants in the new contract. So I don't know. I mean, I think she's worth a lot. Does she know? Do they know that? They do know that, but do they know that? I don't know. But I don't know. Some people think that Sasha Banks is going to jump ship and come to AEW. But I honestly do not see that she's going to jump ship and go to another company right now. I feel like she's WWE through and through.
At 10:15, at 10:45.
Thumbs up or thumbs down for me right now. You could. It's okay if you want to give me a thumbs down. It's okay. It's okay. See, I don't have hate in my heart. I have pure love in my heart. Unfortunately, I'm just a lovable person. Dawkins doing a big man power move. Like, wow. Yes, he did. Thank you. 2-0. I would like to see Ford versus Theory in the future. Well, if they're going to break up the Street Profits, which I think some people think is going to happen. I think it's going to happen, but I don't know if it's like recently. But I do see Ford being like a very good single superstar. And Theory, I mean, I have not always been a fan of Theory. And I know a lot of people compare him to John Cena. And they think he's like the Wish John Cena. But I think he's coming into his own. And, you know, Creeds are the Creeds ready for main roster? Creeds would rock the main roster. Creeds versus Raiders. Not enough thumbs up. Oh, thank you. You could give 1 or 2. It's fine. Or you could give a thumbs down. It's fine. It's okay. I won't get mad. I don't get mad easily. Another thumbs up. Triple H is a big Sasha Banks fan. I think they'll get it worked out. Well, I think eventually they'll get it worked out because they want her back on the roster for the women's division. I feel like they do have a pretty good stacked women's division right now, and Sasha Banks will only make it better. But eventually Sasha Banks got to come back with Naomi because they were the champions. Charlotte Flair, eventually she's going to come back. Am I missing anyone? But a lot of people are still speculating that Miss Chelsea Green is going to come. And I think if she does come, she's going to come during the Royal Rumble, the Women's Rumble. That's just my opinion. But, you know, I think she's coming, and I think she'll help the division. But we'll see. Split Street Profits at Mania. So do you think they're going to break the Street Profits up at Mania? My TV just came back from commercial break, and Austin Theory, he doesn't look like he's going to wrestle because he got his jeans on, unless he's going to wrestle like Orange Cassidy in some jeans spandex. But he's coming out to the ring. Now, I don't know if he's going to have a match tonight, but I feel like if he does have a match tonight, it's going to be against Seth Rollins. I don't know why. I think that Seth Rollins wants a rematch because I feel like the way he won was not supposed to happen. Another thumbs up. Thank you. If you want to give me, you could also give me a thumbs up, or you could give us a like, and you should subscribe while you're doing that. All those things. And you should tell all your friends, because my son is standing in front of me right now giving me a thumbs up. And he can tell all his little friends in high school. And everyone should give a thumbs up and like and subscribe. Sometimes we talk about other stuff. I go on rants and I don't talk about wrestling. I talk about apparently making food and comparing myself to Carmela Soprano. So I talk about other things apparently. So now Austin Theory is in the middle of the ring, and he's saying that, but like this guy a few weeks ago was like so low on the totem pole, like super fucking low on the I'm sorry for my language. He was so low on the totem pole, and he had such a crappy night, and now he's the USA champion. I mean, like, this kid, in a way, he does deserve it, and I know that he has plenty of fans that are happy for him. I just don't think that in my opinion, I didn't think he was going to win it that night. I think Sasha Banks returns at the Royal Rumble and wins the 2023 Women's Rumble. I do believe that too, and I think she does come back. And I think if she does come back, she's going to come back at a higher number because she's not going to come number 1 or number 2. But I think she's going to come back at a higher number. I feel like there is going to be surprises definitely in the Royal Rumble. Maybe there's going to, it is the month of Christmas. So maybe the WWE could give us some surprises from now until the new year. It is Christmas. So maybe we'll have some surprises from some people during this month.
Surprise
to you.
Right. Why? And I guess according to even what you were saying there, I was surprised that Austin Theory is now the 2-time U.S. champion.
He won it though. Like it was it this year?
Yes.
It was like earlier this year though.
Right. It was before he won the Money in the Bank briefcase. It was very interesting to see him cash in on an open challenge, but he's out here looking a la Flip Gordon-y, saying how I am Monday Night Raw. Pause.
Well, now he got a whole outfit change. He's got this black jacket, these jeans, his shirt, no shirt on. Got this new look.
He grew a beard after,
he grew a beard.
Lynch out of him.
I feel like a lot of people wanted him to be champion, but in my opinion, I really thought in my hearts of hearts that Seth Rollins was going to retain. See? I asked for Seth and he came on my TV.
See, pause. I've just got Seth. I've got Theory right now saying, I'm younger, I'm stronger. I think Austin Theory is, I will say, better for the U.S. title than Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins went in his wife's closet and got that out because there is no way in hell that Ricky Martin, the only other man that would wear that would be Ricky Martin. That outfit
in the name of see-through.
That is Becky's outfit, okay? She wears that for him in the private, and
I was gonna say, Seth's got the Stevie Wonder glasses looking on. He's looking like he got fucking dressed in Stevie Wonder's closet or something like that. Or Stevie Wonder was his fucking fashion designer.
I have a dress that has that
see-through V-neck top of all time, and he's just got literally like mesh leggings on.
Why is he wearing that? That's like out of Becky's closet. Or he either looks like he's going to go ballroom dancing, Ricky Martin's closet, or Becky's closet. That's who they shop.
I guess a statement though with Seth Rollins that he can wear some bullshit like that
and pull it off
and still get over, and they're still and Seth instantly just no. I talk now.
What happened?
No, I'm saying how Seth instantly just grabbed his hand over Theory's microphone and just shut your mouth. I think Seth goes after Roman at some point. I think we start to get a list of challengers for Roman on the way to Mania before we get to Roman Rock, which I think is going to happen. We get KO, we get Rollins, we get Lashley. There, granted, I think Lashley and Lesnar getting involved at the Rumble. Maybe we get Roman versus Cody at a fucking Fastlane or something like that.
Yeah, but see, Fastlane is like it's like between Rumble, but it's like the one right before WrestleMania, right? It's like 2 weeks before WrestleMania.
It's pretty much like your go home Mania pay-per-view of like,
it's like 2 weeks.
Nothing's gonna change here, but tune in.
So Seth Rollins said the belt Monday night belongs to him.
Well, it's Monday Night Rollins.
Yeah. It's Seth freaking Rollins show.
Now, how do you feel that he's kind of pretty much become a babyface at this point?
Rollins? See, I don't know. Like, I feel like either way, I can't hate on him. And I like him. Either way, this way, when he looks like Ricky Martin, See, is he also when you said that he's going to fight against Roman Reigns, but didn't he just fight against him in the beginning of this year?
Right, and KO had the last man standing match against Roman and all of that. I think we revisit a lot of those feuds because who else do you have to go against Roman?
Well, everyone wants The Rock versus Roman.
Well, I'm saying until then, like we've got to. I think we have to have Roman defend the title at Rumble, what have you. But we've got right now Rollins and Theory just eye to eye, and this has honestly like marquee to me all over it.
Well, Rollins just said, let's have a match right here, right now.
We can do it right here, right now.
I swear, if they switch it back to Rollins, I'd be so mad.
Oh, that's just hot shot booking at that point, and you're burying Theory even more. Granted, Theory to me 100% just looks like flip coin, but I'm excited for a whole feud between Theory and Rollins. I like that more than say Theory versus Bobby or even Rollins versus Bobby.
But I'm looking forward to this. I just love Rollins. I always have been a fan. Are they going to have a match? I don't know.
It doesn't look like we're going to get it. Well, we might get it tonight. Not exactly right now, though.
But there's some matches that still have to happen. There's there's Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens. Then there's Miz's match.
Right, that's 2 matches, and we still got over an hour and a half at this point.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and
that's the lovely thing with Monday Night Raw. Sometimes you got to stretch some things out.
Candace LeRae has a match.
Fair enough.
Trying to think about who else has a match that I saw.
The crowd is just completely sending Theory off with singing Rollins' theme song.
Well, he gets the crowd into it. Just like his wife did earlier tonight. She got the crowd warmed up for him.
And, apparently she just needed to pick a different outfit for him because
well, she looked normal tonight.
How dare you be out here in mother's nylons, trying to have a wrestling match.
Well, she had a better outfit. Her outfit wasn't wacky tonight at all.
Right.
She wears some questionable things. My God.
Man, no, that was when she was big time Bex.
Oh my God. We're doing the WWE investigates again. The Dexter versus Miz investigation.
Well, see, I was like what everybody else should be doing, because we are the alternative commentary for every sort of wrestling show out there. I had, Kevin Patrick and, Corey Graves muted and all of that because, Kevin Patrick's already pretty much on his way out as Monday Night Raw commentator. Mm-hmm. So I was just listening to us. But
that's KJ's favorite, by the way.
Right. Oh, Kevin Patrick? Yeah.
Oh, it's his favorite.
It's a toss-up between Kevin Patrick and Excalibur. But, I'm glad to see Saxton still getting work. But we're getting, their terrible knockoff version of like 48 hours or what have you.
Thank you.
With the whole Loomis Miz situation.
Mm-hmm. This is such an interesting story, the way that this is playing out, because they had like the investigation, and then they had the Miz being like Mr. Rogers a few weeks ago. Like he just wants to be nice. He's like, oh no, I'm just a nice person. It's very strange, this whole story.
Right. Well, it's to you, and I guess with WWE or at least professional wrestling now in the modern age kind of being more reality based, is this a little too far out in like the 90s, 80s left field of like, so I'm paying you off to take this guy out or act like you're kidnapping me and everything. Meanwhile, you don't have a contract for this company, but they know you're there. They play your music, You
show up to work every week, but you're not getting paid.
Right. Yeah. Sounds like a shitty deal to me. It's about time someone beats up the commentators again.
Well, yes.
Ask MJF when he was throwing Coke or Pepsi or what have you on Tony Schiavone after he won the world title. I saw that was his first move. He went right to the commentator's table and threw Shivani's drink on him, flipped him off.
But Shivani gets such shit from some of the wrestlers. He gets such shit.
Well, I feel like that's part of his shtick, and it's also, what does Shivani do really outside of like ho ho? He's the Renee Paquette. He's the Renee Young of the commentary table. He just kind of goes like ho 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 ho.
I know.
Sting! All that.
I feel like all he does is he hangs out with his bestie. It's creepy though that they hang out together. Him and Britt. Super creepy. But I digress.
I still can't get behind Austin Theory. I'm more of a fan of Seth Rollins. Well, I feel like a lot of people are like that. I see better above and beyond for Seth versus just the US title.
I don't know. I'm still not a fan of Theory. I feel like someone called him, it might have been my boyfriend, or it was online too. They called him a wish John Cena.
Well, he has been compared to that. Of obviously, he's been pushed even by Vince of kind of like that whole prototype. And I will remind people we're on a commercial break. Is up next. We're getting the Anything Goes match between Dexter, Loomis, and The Miz. So maybe we get Maurice involved. Maybe we get Indy involved. But it's interesting. We've seen maybe Cena versus Theory, or Cena versus Logan, or maybe Steve Austin versus Cena, or maybe Steve Austin versus CM Punk. It's interesting of all of these potential Mania superstar matchups that we might be having.
Well, CM Punk is,
You're not smoking the hopium on that one. You don't think that he jumped ship and we get,
I think he's
him to just come out there and cut a tirade on AEW.
Yeah, I don't know if he. I don't know if he'd come back to WWE. They have to offer him a shitload of cash. A shitload.
Well, I feel like that's 100% would do.
But I don't know. I just feel like I was such a diehard fan of AEW for so long, and then there was a point when I was like, I don't really want to. This is sucking now. Like, I loved it so much, but now it can't hold my interest.
Fair enough. I want to go way into that topic with you, but I feel like we'll completely forget that we're watching WWE.
But it's on commercial. You could give me.
I don't know. So then, no. So I'll ask you this: of keeping it WWE, of what do you think though? Since you said Austin Theory is a wish John Cena, what if we build to either an Austin Theory versus John Cena or an Austin Theory versus Cody Rhodes for the U.S. title match at Mania 39?
I would like to see John Cena versus him. That's in Hollywood this year too, so it'd be perfect. Right. It would mesh perfectly with the whole team if Cena
comes out as Peacemaker.
Yeah, but yeah, I think so. But that was what he was in a movie recently, right?
Right, TV show.
I think I feel like the John Cena match and the Rock match would definitely happen during this WrestleMania, only because it's Hollywood and they're both Hollywood superstars, as they say.
Right. Brooklyn says, Ashley and Nick, did you see that it will be the Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at WrestleMania? I have not seen that. I still don't think that happens exactly this year at Mania. Maybe we get there, but that's a lot of fast storytelling. I feel a little bit.
Oh, this is WrestleMania 39. Next year we have 40. We have to 20. We have to get to 39 first.
I could still see it happening at 39. I think at 40 we get KO versus Sammy. We get that feud happening.
So it lasts for over a year.
Well, because I think you have them win the tag titles. I think you have them, go for it with a bid, and then they have that falling out, because I feel as much as, the heartbreak will happen when, Sammy's kicked out of the bloodline. I think you'll get that, relapse of that when KO or Sammy have a falling out once they've gotten back together.
But everyone's going to be so sad when the Usos break Sammy's heart.
Oh, it's going to be sad, but it's still going to be one of those glorious moments in professional wrestling because it's going to be one of those moments you kind of remember. It's that meme worthy of like, why are you crying? Well, because this just happened. Who's cutting onions? I'm not cutting onions. Why?
So the Miz is saying that he has an injury, but he doesn't, and he has a Louis Vuitton bag, and he's saying that he can't wrestle.
I'm just looking already at the shirt, and I'm going to just say this real quickly because I don't know if it's going to get censored fully or whatever, but he's got a shirt saying my balls are massive. What? Why?
Well, that's his thing that
I get it. It doesn't make it okay.
But it's part of his spiel.
Peacemaker versus Black Adam at WrestleMania. Officiated by Deadpool and Captain America.
What a match.
Right?
That's a Hollywood match.
But we've got Adam Pearce confronting The Miz about how I can't compete because my hand is injured.
And who's his lawyer? He says to speak to my lawyer. I know it's not Mark Sterling.
I was trying to think of, what was it? It's like Stephen P. New over there with Jim Cornette.
Well, Dexter's coming out ready to wrestle. Doesn't mean The Miz is going to wrestle with his injury to his hand.
Well, then I guess that means that Dexter wins and he gets a WWE contract. So, folks, let us know who you're taking for this match. I guess Dexter's contract is on the line, even though he's getting a full entrance, even though he doesn't work here.
He doesn't work there, but look, he gets all that.
Right. So we've got Dexter Loomis versus The Miz. Who you taking? Who you got and why? Why? Who you got?
So I'm going to go the opposite way. I don't think he's going to win, but I'm true to him since day one. I picked The Miz.
Really? Wait. I'm so confused there. Are you true to The Miz day one?
Yes.
Or down since day one with The Miz?
Yes, since this is how
my name is Ashley and I'm awesome.
Well, no, I've been down. I actually watched when he was on Real World.
Fair enough. Well, I think if you're past a certain vintage, you know of when he was on the Real World and everything. I'm with you on that, but I'll take Dexter Loomis because I feel like this is a slam dunk of again, even though he's not on the roster, he gets the full entrance of. I'm still waiting for Index to be involved, and we get the Miz and Mrs. versus Index.
He is really pushing this injury, and why does he have Maurice's Louis Vuitton bag?
Do you want me to answer that respectfully or honestly?
Well, I want you to answer
it
honestly.
The fact that you knew what I meant by that statement already says enough. But, so the Miz is very much selling his hand injury. So we're
they're telling him, no, you have to wrestle. Let's go. The frig Dexter Loomis moves so creepy.
He's gonna pull something out of that bag of like, whether it be brass knuckles or
steel balls,
a bowling ball, what have you.
So I really thought this match was going to be like the main event because this is the only match they hyped. Like this is the only match you knew about.
Well, no, I think Jey Uso versus KO 100%.
Well, we didn't know that until earlier tonight.
Right, but still with this though, and I think I might have heard this correctly that the Miz is actually shoot hurt. And it's the first time that he's had an injury in obviously his 12 plus, I think.
So he has a real injury.
Not on his hand per se, but it's still one of those of, might be working not at 100%, and this might be a way to kind of send him off for the time being, and especially a guy like The Miz, because that's what started that whole situation between him and Danielson. Is I work safe. I've never been injured.
What do you think about the firm banning Matt Hardy's finishing move? He can't be used in the matches. I didn't.
Since when does the firm make rules? What?
I know. I don't like that whole fraction. The firm. I don't like it. I don't think that I like Austin and I like Colt Gunn. Why are they there?
See, I could ask that same question just in reverse as far as AEW, or at least on the main roster. But right now, I've got Dexter smashing the Miz into the
announcer's table.
Well, I've got the side LED screen, and you've got it tweaking out every time that he rams his head into it. I think you could have done something better with MJF involving the firm, what have you. But that's neither here nor there right now. But Dexter's clearing off the announce table right now.
And now the timekeeper, he threw him over to the timekeeper's area. So right now, Loomis has the lead in this match. And now he went to commercial. But I hate that. So I want the picture in picture.
I don't know how you really feel.
You want the picture in picture back. I enjoyed that before.
Was it a little AWE? If we saw that even if now we had the post pay-per-view premium live event media scrum. So was it a little AWE?
Well, they used to do it. WWE used to do the afterwards. So technically, AEW copied off of them. So does everyone have? I guess everyone has Loomis to win this match.
I was going to say, DeMarcus says, I would see Dexter Loomis versus Theory in the future. Paige Van Brooke says, I got Dexter Lou. You've got Small Mark saying Miz wins, Loomis goes back to NXT.
Is that like part of
but if he loses, he's not employed.
But is that part of the deal? Or then like he comes back in like a month and we forgot about this whole match? And like, oh my God, he's back, but a different character. Oh no.
But see, he came back as the same character. And he came back like a couple months after, and they thought we forgot about the whole ordeal, and we didn't. Like, this is a bad way to get into this, and you have to find a quick and easy way out of it, I feel. DeMarcus says Loomis for the win. Dale says Loomis. So, John says Loomis, so I think you're in the outlier there.
Yeah, I know. But it's the story of my life.
Well, it's still not a bad shout of maybe we get a little bit of a push for the Miz.
The Miz needs a push.
Does he go after Austin Theory? Do you see Miz U.S. title, or do you see him go after Roman? Do we see a Miz world title run or a world title push?
I think, and if anything, I feel like he would go against Theory. If the Theory's new character that he's going, I feel like they would have some good promos going on. You okay?
Sorry, I'm eating. God damn it.
It happens. Well, see, I always tell people on Monday to enjoy Monday, get a snack, get a drink and sit down and enjoy. I have pajamas on.
That's fair enough. I got slippers on, but I was going to say, of course, the one time I take a bite to eat and everything, and I think it was on Survivor Series to where KJ and CJ, are brothers from another mother, while you're, my sister from another mister. Sat there and pointed out how I turned beet red while I was trying to fucking grab a snack fast enough.
Were you choking?
No, just trying to eat fast. God.
Don't choke.
I talk a lot.
Oh, me too. See, I sometimes, and I know that I have a problem. I don't enunciate my words. That's my other problem.
It's genetics. It comes from the boot.
The boot. It comes from the boot.
And I'm not talking about no super kick party, none of that.
It comes from the old country.
Right, but we are in a commercial break right now, so.
Oh, but my TV, we came back to the match, and apparently, The Miz is in charge. What the fudge?
What?
What? See,
Don't-
then your kid getting involved. What?
Yeah, no, my kid's involved. He just walked in. He's like, "What?" He's in pajamas too. They're using weapons now in this match.
It's an anything goes match. Remember?
Yes.
I was getting an ad for the.
Saw
Oh,
too.
we've got a vice on
Yes.
Dexter Loomis's head.
Yes.
All
When we do these, it's like a watch party in my house. So it's like a whole thing. It's like a family thing.
Watchception. It's a watch party inside of a watch party inside of a watch party inside of a watch party, which tells me, folks, why the hell aren't you watching? Why the hell are you telling everybody that you know that they should be watching? Christ, we've even got watch parties inside of watch parties inside of watch parties.
What? Blow your mind.
Right. Linebuster from
What?
Dexter on the Miz after he got out of the not anaconda vice on his head.
Now we are in the crowd beating the crap out of each other. Apparently, the crowd has a lot of action tonight in Norfolk, Virginia. Got a lot of action tonight.
Hey, I mean, if I'm getting my money's worth here because we're getting trash barrels thrown, we're getting security guards moved out of the way, we're getting even Graves saying, you know, how this is complete chaos.
Well, it's anything goes match. Oh my god, no. Oh, the Miz just broke. The Miz head just got smashed into a TV screen. That TV is now off air. Poor TV screen.
That's one less viewer we got right there.
Yes, the TV screen went down.
But all hell has broken loose right now, I guess. Well, and again, like you said, a lot of people thought that this match might have happened on Survivor Series.
That's what I thought was
like
going to
what
happen.
we had with the 8-person tag earlier. We're getting Survivor Series light.
But see, I thought that this. See, for some reason in my mind, I don't know that I thought this match was going to happen in Survivor Series. Oh, they just broke a table, and they just broke a table. Oh, it actually broke because I know that some WWE's been having issues with the tables not actually breaking.
So they've been ordering their tables from Japan.
Yep. But now this table did break.
Well, and we've got Dexter doing the make it rain there before he drops the elbow. But so we've got an anything goes match right now between Dexter Loomis and the Miz. Right now, Dexter very much in control, and I almost feel like we're halfway getting a count, but not getting a count.
Mm-hmm. So this match was too overhyped. I think so, but I feel like this was a long storytelling also in the making because they were supposed to have this match last month, right? And then the Miz just came out. Was it the Miz that came out and beat him up, and then they didn't have the match?
Yes.
So they were supposed to have this match like a month ago, but then they just built it up to they don't have it. But I thought I thought this match was going to happen on Saturday.
I just don't like the exact story going into this match, if I'm being fully honest, as Miz pulls off the turnbuckle. So we very much could see that coming into play. Inagata Davida says Arn Anderson, most underrated wrestler of all time. No, maybe most underrated firearms expert of all time.
Oh, he got his Glock.
Yeah. Miz trying to put his feet on the ropes for the 2 count. As far as underrated wrestlers, I could come up with a whole list of at least
I'm sure you can.
Personally, that I'm like, no, these are guys that I cheered for that no one else cheered for.
Dexter Loomis wins because he said submit. He submitted. He said, "Oh my God, let me out of the submission."
Oh.
He submitted. And
I was going to say, I missed taps right now. I just got that right now.
And he's signing his contract on the dotted line. That looks so professional.
Now, see, if you want to keep with the spooky, and everything with Dexter Loomis, do you not have him say unbandage Miz's hand, and he uses that to sign the contract?
Oh,
Say the
and
quote-unquote
apparently,
blood from Miz's hand.
and apparently the bag is full of cash. Now, if someone
All
could
the
help
money
me,
he was owed.
and if he could give me some of that money, that'd be nice. I'm just saying. You can make it rain. You can make it rain over
Right,
here.
he was doing the make it rain earlier. So I mean, come on,
So,
Dex, make it rain.
Make it rain. He's giving it to kids. Give it to the parents. They gotta pay for Christmas presents. Giving out $100. Do you think they're real $100 bills?
Oh no, those are McMahon bucks, 100%.
Oh, what do you could turn in for?
That's why they ain't zooming in on a goddamn thing. Not to mention, when have you seen $100 bill that's got that weird kind of purpley like?
What do you turn in for a free ice cream cone?
Yeah, you get to go. You get one free ice cream sandwich at the concession stand. That's why he keeps handing it to fucking kids.
Yep, that's why he's handing. You get a free ice cream cone of your choice.
Right.
Oh,
trust me. If I was an adult in the goddamn audience, screw you, Dex. I'm punching you out. Give me the goddamn bag.
Yeah. Oh well, the Miz got his bag back.
Oh, that looks like a legit $100 bill. Shit.
Yeah, it might be a real hundy. I want the real $100 bill.
Right.
Oh, now Johnny's out. Johnny Wrestling's out. He's taking his Louis Vuitton.
Oh, Miz takes it from the kid. This one still reminds me of like when McMahon had the the call in and you could win $50,000, and then the stadium fell or the
they give
station
it to
fell.
the kid. Give it to the
Gargano lays out the Miz, so
they gave
going to
back
take
his
the
money
and just start dealing it out. Cash at me that shit, goddammit.
And now they're leaving with the money. Dexter Loomis and Johnny's leaving with the money. The Louis Vuitton bag full of honeys. Hundreds.
Right. He's got to pay to get his theme song back to what it was before instead of that bullshit that they changed it to.
It's crazy. I didn't like the weird like crawling.
The Avril Lavigne version of it.
The Avril Lavigne version. Now, speaking of Avril, I feel like she does sing Alexa Bliss's theme song still.
That was Christmas in New York.
Stop talking, Alexa.
You said I've been waiting for that to happen, and now I have actual proof that we've set off the Alexa.
Yo, you didn't know about that? A few weeks ago, it kept saying it, and my boyfriend had to unplug it.
Alexa, play death metal. Everybody that's watching right now is pissed at me.
I know they're Alexa's
Raining Blood just starts playing, but we're getting a replay of the opening of Raw to where we had Damage Control taking it to Becky at the pop-up merch stand of all of 5 shirts.
All 5 shirts.
All they had.
And a lunchbox.
These 5 sizes.
Yeah, 5 shirts and a lunchbox that you get that says Money in the Bank.
And a teddy bear.
Oh, wow. And I bet you that teddy bear costs $30.
But so what are you feeling so far on Monday Night Raw? We're just past the 2-hour mark here.
See, look, I told you the first 2 hours fly by, then the last hour will drag on forever.
Well, but the last hour we're getting KO versus Jay. We're getting Christ. I feel like we've still got at least another match.
We got the Dakota Kai versus
Candace, which we're getting right now.
Oh, and my TV just went to picture where Dakota Kai's coming out. Excuse me. Sorry.
No, you're good. Well, I've got Dakota coming out right now. I'm still a big fan of hers, and I feel like every time outside of that weird I'm a lunatic, I'm fucking Gollum in NXT.
Gollum. When she had the elf ears?
Yeah, to where she had the super crazy hair and all of that of just,
Yeah, I knew her.
Legal is free. No.
Oh, so apparently on my TV, I didn't look at it for a second. The Candace LeRae, I guess they never made it to the ring, inside the ring, and Candace LeRae is beating up Dakota Kai outside the ring.
Fair enough. Well, right now I've still got an ad, but I've still got at least Jason saying, "Thank you, Big Nick. My Alexa device is playing death metal."
You're
Alexa,
welcome.
play time to play the game.
My Alexa's too far.
Subscribe to Wrasslin for Life Network, which
Oh my
you should
gosh.
100%.
Alexa, remind me to subscribe to Wrestling.
Exactly, folks. If you haven't already, I know we just passed 1K, and I will take this time while we're in a nice little commercial pause for the cause here, to remind you that if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. 100%, we're the alternative commentary. You don't know who's going to show up, whether it's me, what, KJ, what, Ashley, what, CJ, what, could have other people showing up, what. Always growing, big things popping, little things popping. Here, the alternative commentary for every wrestling show you ever need out there. And we still got original content, and we got live interviews and a live podcast every Thursday. So 100% be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. And again, Alexa, remind me to subscribe to Wrasslin for Life Network.
My Alexa did not go off. It didn't go off.
God damn it. Listen better.
Listen better.
I don't know. I don't have one of those.
Oh my god, I didn't want to get one, and then I got one, and sometimes when you're not even you're not even speaking to it, and just randomly goes off. It's like the weather in Berlin is. I'm like, I didn't ask for that.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna get smacked if I say this. I don't have one of those, but I do have a significant other who, if I try to say that, she'll fucking remind me by slapping me upside the fucking head.
I don't do that.
Arn Anderson still has a great spine buster at his age. Arn Anderson he's the definition textbook spine buster to me. If we're going move by move, what have you.
Oh. So if this match actually does happen, because apparently my TV, I didn't look at it. There's some fighting going on. Bailey and crew came out. Who do you have to win this match tonight? Do you have Dakota? Or do you have Candace LeRae? Now, Candace LeRae, when she first came back, wasn't she like a fairy?
Little bit. She was, like the twisted pixie or what have you.
Yeah.
See, we're kind of a little torn here. We got Damien taking Candace, Dale, Candace.
Yeah,
we got DeMarcus taking Dakota.
Good treat.
James giving so far Raw 4 out of 10. Smile taking a Dakota. Why? Who are you taking?
Me, I'm going to take Dakota Kai.
Fair enough. So then I guess to be the ever contrarian, I'll take Candace. But I could see this going either way. This, again, to me, with the right build, 100%, this is a NXT takeover match. I feel like we've almost seen this on the takeover before. So I think this is going to be a fantastic match. It's going to be interesting to see whether they're really pushing Candace or whether they're trying to really push forward Damage Control.
Damage Control, I feel like, is so over though already. They're just super over.
They've been flippy floppy though. They've lost the women's tag belts. They've gained them back. They've lost them. They've gained them back.
But yeah, I don't know. But they're on both shows. They're on SmackDown and Raw.
Well, that's what happens when you have the tag belts.
Yes, I forget sometimes.
I forget.
Sometimes I have like brain fog.
Trust me, WWE does the same thing. If they remember, oh shit, we have the women's tag belts. Oh shit, we should.
Well, they didn't do anything for them all summer long.
Well, hence why Sasha and Naomi left. And now I'll ask you this: while we've got Dakota dumping Candace on the outside, what did you feel about the "We Want Sasha" chants during the Ronda Shotzi match?
Oh, I didn't even hear that. But they do. I feel like they want her back so badly in the company. Like, I feel like everyone feels like she's a missing puzzle piece of the company. She was so like, she has a lot of fans. I don't think she's jumping ship. People are like, oh no, she's going to sign an AEW. She's going to stay true to WWE. She's going to come back eventually.
Fair enough. Well, I've heard that it's a money dispute.
Yeah, they didn't
We've
come
seen to
terms
where
yet.
she's kind of trademarked similar things to like the Bank statement, what have you, outside of using Sasha or Banks. Oh, bicycle kick from Dakota on to Candace.
Is the candy connection. They have so many there's so many colors, like her hair is
It's just looking like Candy Crush right now to you, you know.
Candy Crush.
All I can think of is either like Wreck-It Ralph or Candyland.
Oh, Wreck-It Ralph. That's such a good movie anyway.
But so, folks, let us know who you're taking for this match, whether it's Candace, Dakota. Ashley has Dakota. I have Candace.
It could really go either way.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Because as you said, damage control is very flip-floppy.
Well, I think that they're very much trying to halfway push it of you have, you know, Bailey potentially getting into a feud with Becky. You have Io and maybe Dakota getting into involved. Maybe we get a Iron Sky versus Candace and Indy feud.
It was a 2 count and Dakota kicked out.
So yeah, I've still just got Candace going up top, drop kick. Uno, dos.
Nope.
2 count.
2 count. She kicked out. She said no.
She said no mas. Let me use my mouse here. Candace is kind of overrated to me. Never got her appeal. It's because of her husband.
Oh, Johnny.
It's not just because of Johnny Wrestling. Watch Candace on the independent scene, and I knew of Candace before I honestly knew of Johnny. Because of she was that one that was still her size, but would still have matches with men, she was doing that GCW style, that alley catch of, you know, having, you know, the hardcore, the death matches, you know, the extreme matches, intergender matches, what have you, and still holding her own. And 100%, they were solid matches. They were fantastic matches. It wasn't just, oh, well, she's the girl, so it was okay. No,
She's a girl.
It was 100%. Like I said, I knew way more about Candace before I ever knew anything about Johnny Wrestling.
I knew the opposite.
Really?
Yes.
So then how did you hear about Mr. Gargano?
Oh, because, you know, Adam Cole, baby. Yes, and I think there was a lot of speculation online when he was coming back, and I didn't know. Again, don't watch NXT, don't know who anyone is. Google helped me on that. So
well,
that's
see, you should tune into us, you know, because we'll be here live tomorrow night for NXT and everything.
I know, but sometimes I did. If you look, I did comment, "Hey, I'm watching it." So
see, there you go. Well, you know, now you just need to be a regular. Then you know people like you know, Thakita Lyons and Zoe Starks. I feel like the women's division in NXT 100% has gone to the forefront.
Well, I know Lions because I saw that meme online that was circling when the girl smacked her in the behind. I saw that on the interwebs.
Caden Carter.
Yep. Said another name.
Again, sounding very of a certain vintage, respectfully, of, you know, on the interwebs.
I mean, yes. Well, I am. I'm going in my mid-30s now.
Same.
I'm gonna be 36 in January 2nd.
Hey.
And it's a Monday. Hey, we can have a party.
Right. So, just like we've had KJ's birthday on the channel, and we've had my birthday on the channel, now we're gonna have to have Ashley's birthday.
But it's okay if you come hungover because it's the day after New Year's Day. It's okay.
No, the best way to cure a hangover is a little, you know, hair of the dog.
Hair of the dog. It's the hair.
See?
I know. I don't drink that much, but I know.
Right? See? It's that, coming from the old world there. So far, 95% of this match has been Pip or what?
Oh, is that commercial?
Maybe. I'm thinking of Pip from South Park.
I was like, what's Pip?
I want to see Sasha Banks and Bailey versus Damage Control, and Damage Control turns on Bailey. Well, I think if you're going to see Damage Control versus Bailey, you'd have to see some sort of turn somewhere.
Yes.
And Sasha comes out to help. Damien, I think you wrote the back half first and the first part last.
I do that sometimes.
Like that, reverse it, and you got a good idea there.
Oh my god, you want to? I feel like you were going to about to sing the Missy Elliott song. Take and reverse it.
I don't know any of the fucking words.
Yes, but you know the song I'm talking about.
Oh, exactly.
So now we just came back from commercial break. We got Candace LeRae versus Dakota Kai in the ring. I just came back from commercial break. I don't know if anyone else did, but I did.
No, I like this from Inagata Vita. I guess this will be my little moment to grandstand before I take a pause here. I need another beer. Anybody else? What? I have one beer. What? 2 beers? What? 3 beers? What? 4 beers? What? And a Bloody Mary? What?
Oh, a Bloody Mary. Who's having that? Like that comment, Inagata Devita. First of all, I just love your name. That was one of my favorite songs. That's just like an FYI. Okay, so I'm back from commercial break. I don't know if you're right with me, because I know sometimes some people are behind me. Some people sometimes are ahead of me. I don't know. I can't figure out the TV to save my life. Damage Control and Judgment Day are not looking good. I mean, Judgment Day does look a little bit better than Damage Control, because I feel like Judgment Day wins more, and Damage Control, they do a lot of flip-flop. They win, then they lose some. They win, then they lose some. So I can't really get a read on them. I'll be 50 on December 10th. It's a Saturday. Happy early birthday. And happy 50th. That's a big birthday. I just seen on Twitter, I'm going to say the tweets, Seth told Theory to shut up and let the fans sing. But they were singing. They were doing the Seth Rollins thing, his theme song. Hey y'all, how do y'all feel about WWE rehiring Brian Kendrick, especially after the Kanye? I don't know. Oh yes, they did rehire him back. I did read that on Twitter, because he did have those anti-Semitic comments that he did make on Twitter, but I heard that wasn't like recent, even though you're not supposed to make those comments. I heard that they were a few years, and he said that he was sorry. Maybe he went to some I don't know, group thing when they tell you how to be nice to people. I want beer. I love IPAs. I'll have a double whiskey. A double whiskey? Never. Who's your top 3 superstars of all time? Ashley, male and female. Well, I will hold that thought, and let me just go back to the match that's happening on TV. I think Dakota Kai might have got the win. Oh, no. That was a 2 count. Candace LeRae kicked out. Who's my 3 favorite superstars of all time? Well, male, it has to go. Number 1 will always be Mr. Triple H, Papa Paul. I loved him since I was a little girl. My first screen name was Triple H Fan, like 102 or something. Triple H, definitely. The Undertaker. And number 3, I don't know. It's hard to pick a top 3. And female of all time, right now, I would say I loved Trish, Lita, and maybe Rhea right now. But there's probably more, and I can't think. Raw is actually appealing tonight. It is. I feel like, oh. So, I just had Candace LeRae with the win. Candace LeRae beat Dakota. I didn't think that was gonna happen. This little fairy won. I mean, like, she was a fairy-ish character when she came back to WWE. I think that's what she was. She had some type of wings. Thank you. You're welcome. I'll take 2 panty drops, aka the Cosby Special. Where is the fabulous Moolah? LOL. Rest in peace, sister. I forgot all about the fabulous Moolah. I liked her back in the day. Oh, I guess after this commercial break, because in the last commercial break, and we're going to the main event tonight, it was Kevin Owens against Jey Uso. And who do you have to win that match? Do you have Jey Uso and the Uso clan? Are you feeling very Usy this evening? Or do you pick Kevin Owens to win? Let me know in the comment section. But I see this match. I don't know who. I have a feeling that the Usos are going to win. But personally, I kind of want Kevin Owens to win. I have a soft spot for that man. I don't know. I've always been a fan. I think in a year or so, Dakota Kai and Sky turn on Bailey. That may happen. I think maybe they're just like, oh, we have enough of you. We're not winning enough or whatever. Maybe they drop they get the titles taken away. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how that plays out. I'm interested to see if that happens or when that happens. But how and who do you pick to win the next match, the main event? I can't believe it's already main event time. That means that we made it through the first 2.5 hours. And honestly, I don't know how you feel, but usually the first 2 hours fly by, and then the last hour drags. So it's like when you're at work and the last hour drags, I feel like it drags. But that's just my own opinion because I usually don't stay up past 10 p.m. Jey Uso wins with help from Sami Uso. If Jey Uso wins, I don't feel like it's going to be a clean win. I feel like he's going to have some help in the form of either his brother, Solo, or definitely Sami will get involved. But I do think that they win, and I think he does win with some help because that's the heel thing to do. KO. Oh, so UFC? I thought it was just going to be like the Uso all the way down. Jey Uso all the way down to win, but you are Kevin Owens to win. See, I really thought that everyone thought there was going to be the first feeling very Usy tonight, but I guess you're not feeling very Usy. So I feel like after that 1 hour commercial break, that 1 hour when we didn't have any commercials, they made up for it recently, and they just kept showing commercial after commercial. I feel like we had a lot of commercial breaks in this last 2 hours. Oh, Nick. Hello. KO wins by Sami conflict. So you think that Sami is going to get involved in the match? Maybe. What do you think about the Usos versus Riddle and Elias for an undisputed tag team championship soon? I want to see that. I mean, I like this Elias Riddle thing going on, their little band. He plays the little bongos and he plays the guitar. It's interesting that these two came together, just like how at first I wasn't behind Riddle with Randy and that grew on me. So maybe this Elias with the Riddle will grow on me as well. But I think that if they make them a tag team, they do have a chance. But I don't think they would win the tag team championships. Don't see them as like the winners. If KO has any of his Bruce in his corner, I choose KO. If one If one on Bloodline, yeah, I go with Jay. But I think the Bloodline, if anything, they're going to cheat because it's part of their spiel. Oh, so we just came back from commercial break, and I guess we're just showing commercials. Okay, more commercials. I love commercials. It's my least favorite thing. So we've just finally came back from commercial break. And I don't like this man. I don't like this Kevin Patrick fellow. He is very boring. He will put you to sleep. If you're tired now, don't listen to him. I put subtitles on. You could do that too. And now, are they showing a package from War Games? Oh my God, are they showing Ozzy again? Oh my God, we're just having the package left over from War Games. Oh my God, another package for War Games. Okay, so I guess this is how we're going to fill in the last half hour of the show. We're going to do promos, but I just want to see the match. Best manager of all time, Bobby Heenan. He is. Vita, best commentator, too. My top favorite 3 men wrestlers are Raven, Kurt Angle, and Ric Flair. Female are Alita, Gail Kim, and Awesome Khan. To be honest, again, I knew who Gail Kim was because I saw who her husband was. Her husband, she's married to the chef on Food Network, Robert Irvine. And that's how I knew who she was, from the TV show with him in it. Just listen to us instead of Kim. Yes, listen to us. So that means you go on YouTube, go like, subscribe, go tell all your friends, go tell your friends' friends, go tell family members if you're still with them for Thanksgiving, and just hit the subscribe, like, and you just listen to us. You could put it on, you could mute it. You could mute Kevin Patrick, and you could have the subtitles like I do. That's why I have the glasses on, so I could read the subtitles, because I want to hear his annoying voice. So now we're showing the promo from Survivor Series, and this is when they're showing when Sammy held the referee's arm back, and it cost Kevin Owens the match. Gail Kim is the first person I think of when they say women's revolution. There was a time, a few years, that I didn't watch wrestling, and I know who she was because of the Food Network. I'm embarrassed to say that, but it's okay. It brought me back to wrestling after I had children. So now the package from War Games is over. From Survivor Series is over. So now I think we're headed into the main event of the evening. Wow, we almost did a whole 3 hours. See, it flies by when you're with friends and having fun. Oh, now before we go to the match, we're in the background with Asuka, Alexa Bliss, and Bianca Belair.
An academy is an institution.
Alexa! Stop. Sorry, everyone. That woman has a mind of her own, as do most women, but she don't listen. So does anyone think I feel like Alexa is going to have her heel turn soon? She doesn't look happy being there. Her eyes look dead on the inside. She doesn't look happy being here.
Alexa says, hopefully my voice isn't annoying like you were saying about Kevin Patrick and everything.
And she's like, no, I'll help you though.
Right.
See, look at Alexa. She doesn't look happy being there.
Well, she could be doing way much more. Then again, so could Asuka. I feel like Bianca's kind of time as champion has kind of run its course.
You think so?
I think so. I think we've kind of, at least for now, we need some sort of change up. We need some sort of change of pace here.
See, Alexa's like, yep, yes, soda right. Just like smiling, grinning. She's like smiling. She's like,
She hasn't had her coffee yet.
oh my God, girl. I ordered a large cup of coffee today at Dunkin', okay? Ashley runs on Dunkin'.
You're in New York getting Dunkin'?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
I don't do Starbucks. That shit is...
I'm just used to living in New England to where Dunkin's basically a religion.
Oh, yes.
But you can make sure to get your Tim Hortons right now because we've got Kevin Owens coming out right now.
Yeah, Kevin Owens, I got him coming out.
I think he wins this match. I think whether it be through Sammy's shenanigans, what have you, I think we're still setting up for KO versus Roman at the Rumble. So he needs to start getting a couple W's.
Well, we have quite a while. We have almost 2 months.
Fair enough, but so what makes him seem like more of a credible threat of if he takes 2 months and he just goes through the bloodline one by one?
Oh, one by one, we're doing that. Like what Hangman Adam Page did that? Didn't he fight every member? No, that was.
I feel like it, but I mean, we're getting KO versus Jay right now. If Jay wins, what do we do with KO?
Oh, well, I'm sorry, but everyone apparently in WWE Universe has to apparently go see Violent Night again.
Again, we've got the ad free yet not ad free.
Just Violent Night. That's who's getting. WWE is like, everyone go see this movie. It's so good.
From WWE Pictures, probably.
Surprise, no one's in it from WWE.
JV says, put it this way, Ash, when WWE had a bunch of girly girl divas and doing the whole Piggy James. JV, I don't know what exactly you're getting at with that, but
what's a Piggy Jam?
Well past that. So I honestly, at this point, I think Nick Aldis and Mickey James are making their way fully over to WWE. I don't know.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh, I think so. 100%. I think Deanna's the one that ends Mickey's career, what have you, or
that's coming up, right?
Right. I think that might be this Friday.
Oh my God, are you guys gonna do three screens again? Like I have a question. Maybe. How do you watch 3 things at once?
Have you ever watched an iguana? You know how their eyes tend to go this way or that way? It's a little bit like that. But no, I guess I at least have a picture out there to where I had at one point we were doing 3 pay-per-views at the same time between NWA, GCW, and I think probably XPW or something at this point. But folks, that's exactly why you should be tuning into this, why you should hit that like, share, and subscribe button, because we're here covering anything when it comes to wrestling.
So how do you watch all 3 is what my question.
So I literally had 3 different windows up of each show at the same time. And especially when you're doing it here, it tends to be a tag team effort and everything of you split across and, one takes one show, one takes the other show, and you find a happy medium on the third show.
Yeah. And I seen that one time you guys went, like, I was at some Halloween thing, but you guys went for it was like so long. It was like almost like, it was like 6-7 hours.
Oh, we've done 7 hours. Well, again, I guess as much as I feel so awkward because as much as you are 100% a part of this, Miss Ashley, as you talk like you're not part of this.
But I was at
you're the sister from another mister and everything.
I went to
we've
this
been
Halloween
here
thing.
6 hours before. We've been here 7 hours before. Christ, we've been here, decided to cover a different stream, and we set up everything for that live while we're on air. We sat there and decided halfway through it, we're going to turn around and cover UFC. That's
I heard 100%. That. Yes. I was
right. That's why you should hit not only just that subscribe button, but like at the start and end of every match, you hit that bell notification because we're here. We've been here covering 1 show. What? 2 shows. What? 3 shows. What? 4 shows. What? Christ, I've tried to talk into 5 shows.
What?
And even that, we sit there. Even if we cover 4 shows, we might even stay on for a 5th show or a 4th show if we're covering 3 shows, what have you. we just like being on and talking to y'all, to be honest, and we like watching the wrestling. And nobody covers professional wrestling like we do.
We do everything. I didn't know there was that many companies. I was like a WWE, AEW, GCW girl for a very long time.
Oh, trust me, there's still NWA, what? XPW, what? Wrestling Revolver, what? House of Glory, what? And we've covered one-off shows of that promotion. We cover anything and everything. If it's a decent enough card, we'll 100% be there.
Well, there's a wrestling school. I'm going to give away my town. And the next town over, what's his name? Matt Cardona and his friend owns. God,
Ryan Myers?
Yes, Isabella knows the name. My daughter even knows where it is. It's next to Lowe's.
Well, so then maybe you pop in and say hi, because we've had plenty of independent professional wrestlers on here for interviews, whether it be Manny or whether it be Jeremy Prophet or whether it be Gigi, whether it be all the guys over in Ireland, whether it be Stags, Jay Steins, whether it be Benny, what have you.
You're just mentioning names. Look
got
at you.
plenty more coming up down the pipeline here. We might be having somebody that's been involved trading Kofi Kingston. What?
Ooh.
Ivar from the Viking Raiders. What? Tommaso Ciampa. What? It's always, big things popping, little things stopping around here. Up to something says and never sleeps. What?
Yes. Smile Mark. He is Creator Pro. Yes, that was the name of the wrestling school, and I couldn't think of it.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got Jey Uso coming out right now.
Yes, the whole Uso clan is out. Sans Roman Reigns.
Bloodline minus Roman and the special counsel, the wise man.
Oh, so I don't know if anyone else caught it the other night. Before they went live and the pre-show, King said that Paul Heyman hates losing. He doesn't even lose weight. And I lost my shit. I lost my shit.
A man in a glass house shouldn't throw rocks. I'll say that.
I lost my shit. I was drinking water and I think I almost spit it out. I couldn't.
But so then I'll ask you real quick here, I guess, New York to New York. So Mike White or Zach Wilson?
Mike White or Zach Wilson?
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know? You don't watch the Jets?
No, I don't. I haven't watched.
Moving on.
I haven't watched football this year. The only time I watched football is at my mom's house, and she wasn't home this weekend. She's in Detroit. My family I didn't go with them. They went to see the Buffalo Bills versus Detroit Lions game.
Yes, let's go Buffalo.
Yes, that's who won, and that's who won. See, I knew that. I knew that.
But Lauren, no need to apologize. And hello, Chris Statlander, MJF, Platinum Max, Smart Mark,
all came from Creative.
All came from Creative Pro. Brian Myers is the head trainer.
We love Chris.
Get whole facts now on.
We love Chris at our house. My daughter even has a signed Chris Statlander. It says, "Dear Bella, love Chris."
Is it written in alien?
No, it's not written in alien. It is. I think I gotta find it. Maybe I'll bring it on here. I think she drew a spaceship or something.
So Dale's got KO for the win. So let us know who you're taking for this match, whether it's KO or Jey Uso, because we've got, I guess, the main event right now of Raw kicking off, because we've got about 20 minutes left. And we've got KO versus Jey Uso, which I don't think is a bad shout for a main event.
Nope. But right now I have Jey Uso beating KO. Yes, that's who I have in control right now. Thank you. I said that. TV.
JV says, Nick, I'm the Jets fan. Well, I feel sorry for you then, JV.
I know you're a Buffalo fan. Yes,
I'm a Buffalo fan and a Seahawks fan.
Oh, wow.
Well, when you grow up in northern New York, and the only team that actually plays in New York is Buffalo. And then you have, Marshawn Lynch get traded from the Bills to the Seahawks and beast mode. So, yeah. I'm a diehard Yankees fan. There's my other NY. Why?
Yay.
NY connection all the way through.
Oh yes, the New York connection.
Yeah, this is, wrestling talk with the family here. Any sort of accusations about any sort of organization or anything like that is just all allegedly accusation.
Allegedly.
Yeah, it's accusation.
Allegedly.
Right. I'm just in waste management. We missed the Bray Wyatt logo that was on during the Alexa Bliss interview. I didn't notice that.
I didn't notice it. Ashley, look out for the toy drive at Creative Pro. Bring a toy, get a free meet and greet and such. I saw it. It's actually, God damn it. It's by where I work. I'm gonna tell people where I work now. But no, I work somewhere near where the event is taking place, not in the same town.
You work somewhere in the state of New York.
Yes.
And the event is happening in New York.
Yes, and the event is happening at 5. I get to work at 5:30. So unless my boss lets me leave early, maybe we could go.
Well, I mean, maybe you come down with something. You got the sniffles, you got the cough. Something's going on. But anyways, that's all accusations
again. Yes,
used against you. Accusations. Allegedly. I saw Alexa Bliss looking at the Raw Women's Championship during the interview. I think she was looking anywhere but at the camera during that.
Yes, she was. Yeah, but I feel like she deserves to have a character change soon. Like, go back to being weird Alexa Bliss. I like the Lily doll.
Oh, you like the Lily doll?
Yes, my daughter wanted one.
Why?
Because my kid is weird. I love her, and she's sleeping right now, so it's okay.
That's nice to say. But I just don't get why. It was her and like 10 grown adults, males, who all wanted to buy the Lily doll. It's very weird and it's unsettling. It's like that weird kind of, plastic doll and everything in the attic. It's unsettling.
Chucky?
No, Chucky, I'll punt that motherfucker.
Thank you. My son said that he's going to kick him, and my boyfriend said he's going to kick him off. No one kicked him.
I'll punt that motherfucker like a Pat McAfee. I also like the Lily doll.
See?
Well, fair enough, Chris, then, I guess. Fire Ronda Rousey is trending on Twitter right now.
Why?
I think it has been for about 2 to 3 days now. I don't know what you think about that match. I took a little pause for the cause during that match.
You did during that match? My phone died.
I heard it was awful.
It wasn't great. The best part of it was
it wasn't great.
The best part is when Shotzi came out into her tank.
I thought you were about to say the best part was when it ended.
I didn't think I was allowed to say that, so I didn't say it.
No, you say what you want to say. Say what you
want to say. That's a song.
Trust me, when you touch that subject, I jump quickly. Well, fine, fair enough, JV. So then I guess I'll ask you, and I'll ask the chat this question while we're in commercial here. If you know what I'm talking about, Mike White or Zach Wilson, MILF versus actual quarterback. JV already answering. You said Wilson or White. Now I bring to you the question: when the Giants signed Eli Manning, who was their QB? Kurt Warner, an established QB with a ring. Come see, come saw. You. There was no established quarterback on the Jets or anything like that. I know we've gone full football talk right now, but there was no established quarterback on the Jets or anything. Christ, the best thing you guys have had as halfway quarterback were Chad Pennington and Vinny Testaverde. So
Vinny Testaverde, yeah.
Right. Larry saying we all need to jump. What? Kick my heels up and jump.
Kevin Owens. I have Kevin Owens going to the top rope. Are you going to jump, Kevin?
I've got KO going for a 2 count right now. New NYWC
is that New York Wrestling Club?
Wrestled till they went their own way. I was trained there too. Why? Where did we go there? Why?
Is that New York Wrestling Club? Is that standing for New York Wrestling Club or something?
I was gonna say, Lauren, we need details. Details as Jay's up right now after KO misses on the frog splash is what I've got.
Yes, he did. So
go ahead.
no.
No, go ahead.
So Jay Uso was the one who hurt his hand?
Allegedly, well, there was talk that he already had a wrist or a forearm injury or whatever going into like when they were going for the record for longest reigning tag title holders. But I've also seen that very much when in the War Games match when him and Pete Dunne did that spot to where they're doing the joint manipulation and what have you, to where how Jay kept shaking his hand and it looked very much like he was fully selling it. It's because he legitimately broke his hand, and now they really need to wait for that to heal. If it was one of those I could work with what was going on before, if it might have just been a sting or what have you, but now no, shit's really broke.
Well, because he's in the match and he's like
well, he's already got it bandaged up.
Yeah, but like he broke a finger, not like his whole hand.
Well, that could still be part of the hand of you're patching up here. I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV.
No, don't come for me.
Now, Jay Uso in control, though. Larry pointed out how Miz also had a hand injury.
Allegedly.
And that accusations.
Allegedly.
Zach Wilson is another Baker Mayfield. He'll get traded. You're not bad. Little bit Johnny Manziel. I like what Zach Wilson. I'll take Zach Wilson on that question. Well, have fun sitting on the bench then, I guess. Because that's where Zach Wilson is right now.
On the bench. Home on the bench.
Right. Hanging out with mommy. Look at Geno Smith tearing up in Seattle. Yeah, that's a whole different discussion for a different day of how much Seattle was right in that trade and Denver was wrong. Cannonball from KO on a Che in the corner right now.
You have such you like Buffalo and you like the Seattle Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
If I had another team to pick besides Buffalo, I'm going to pick the Miami Dolphins.
What the fuck? Why would you pick someone in the same division?
I don't know, because that's what my mom likes too. She always liked the Miami
Dolphins. A big Tua fan?
Yeah, she loved the Miami Dolphins, especially when Dan Marino was on them. She was like big Dan Marino.
Out?
Yeah, she loved him. Loved him.
I can't get with the Dolphin, but that's again a conversation for a different time.
Also, I was partial for them for a little while because they had a player with the same last name as me.
Oh, Anthony Fasano.
Yep. Not related, unfortunately.
Oh, you should have just fucking sold that. You didn't have to give that away.
I know. Unrelated.
God damn. KO just got exploded in the turnbuckle. But no, the Dolphins have been scary ever since they've gotten Waddle and Tyreek. But anyways, I said had not has. What? Udonis has them? What? Charlie Haas? What?
Yep. So Jay Uso is now in control of this match. Now, I had a feeling that Jay Uso is going to win this match. I don't know. That was just a feeling I had.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't tell the future, so.
You're not Mystic Mac?
No. Well, now, again, we go into picture-to-picture, which we're doing that a lot tonight.
Well, we also had a whole first hour that didn't have advertisements, so that's why we've got to sneak ads as much in as we can.
Oh, they're showing the Feliz Navidad Corona extra commercial. I love that commercial.
I was gonna say, I feel like now I got to answer some of these questions here. Now that I've opened the.
That is not my last name. That is not my last name. That's just my name.
No, she is just the rose amongst the thorns here, and I guess I'm, probably the prickliest of the thorns. Houston Oilers were my favorite team. Warren Moon. Now I'm a Rams fan. I double feel sorry for you because you've seen your team move multiple times, but I guess I like the Titans on one hand. Just shout out with Derrick Henry and shout out, I guess, busting with the boys with Taylor Lewan and Will Compton. So that's the only way I kind of like the Titans.
I have on the picture-in-picture, Kevin Owens was telling Jey Uso, hit me.
See, I don't have picture-in-picture. I have a fucking meta ad with Iron Man.
Oh, I don't
not
have
JJ.
No, I have picture-in-picture.
Damon says, I can't believe Impact's having another special this Friday, the last one of this year until Hard to Kill. Well, we will probably be here. I know we'll be here for at least a doubleheader. We'll probably now at this point be here for a tripleheader. Absolutely. So be a friend, tell a friend. Whether you like Impact Wrestling, WWE, AEW, we're here covering it all, folks.
No, I was MJF going to make an appearance this week.
Oh, he'll make an appearance. I don't think he'll be in an actual match. I think it'll be interesting if we see more. It'll be more interesting of if we hear Regal or not. Because we had Moxley use the whole, Simba to Mufasa or to Scarline about, run away and never come back.
Oh, we're allowed to use the Lion King? Wow.
Yeah, that's apparently if you're
Disney didn't was like, don't use our lines.
Am I wrong though that was 100% a Lion King quote?
Yes, but I was like, Disney didn't call and be like, we want our line back.
No, they're probably like, WWE won't sell to us, so how much are y'all worth?
No, you're in Florida. We have Disney.
Right, you're in Jacksonville. We're in Orlando. It's just a little quick commute. I mean, we can make it happen. Imagine Tony Khan the roller coaster.
Oh my God.
Or no, the all out fallout, and you gotta draw. It's like the Tower of Terror, and you just got Larry and the Bucks and Ace Steel, where he throws a chair at you and all of that.
See, people should just subscribe to listen to this is see. Look at we're talking wrestling, but we're talking about all the things that could happen if Disney and AEW merged.
Right. Well, it's been speculated that Disney or that WWE might be positioning themselves for a buyout. Obviously, with Vince has stepped away. Now we've got two CEOs. Nick Khan's always kind of reached out for that. We were going to go TV 14, but now we're not. And I still think that they'll always hold to what they are because they know if Disney ever owns WWE, is going to be because they own Fox, who owns WWE, what have you, type of thing, or something like that. I think Disney could outright buy AEW.
Yeah, they could. And then they could be on Disney Plus.
Could you imagine Maxwell, Jacob Friedman on Disney Plus?
What?
You have picture the fucking tie-in video of Loki and MJF.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's funny.
JV, I'm a pull your comment up just for right now, and then it's going away because that's sacrilege, my good sir.
Can't say that.
Yeah, no. R.I.P. James Gandolfini, 100%.
My dad in his office, they had a picture of the Sopranos in his office, and then under Tony Soprano they wrote Tom. That was my dad's name, and under Meadow they wrote Ashley.
Aww.
I have a sister. I just want you to know that I do have a sister. There was another me, like my sister. She lives in Montana. She's probably not listening. Rude. That's very rude.
And the Italian comes out even more, folks.
Rude.
Just with the rude, but no. Yeah. I feel like we've already got a whole discussion planned after we get off of here now. But no, 100%. Yeah. No, The Sopranos is 100% a classic show, but
it is.
Jey Uso right now just throwing bows and throwing shots and everything on KO in the corner.
I think KO, maybe he'll come back and he'll win this thing. It could happen.
Oh, all it takes is a stunner or a pop-up power bomb, and I think that's what I really like with KO especially, and it's even part of why you liked moves like the stunner or the rock bottom, what have you. If you could, or even the RKO, you can hit them out of nowhere So they can literally pop up at any point in the match. It's not you need this long build out, story to it and everything. You can literally just boom, there it goes, it happens, and there's your win. My birth father was half Italian, so I'm quarter Italian. Listen, we're not getting into splitting hairs here of like I'm 1/16.
No, don't do that. I don't like that. I'm not good at math.
Right. No, it's I hate to say it, but you either are Italian or you're not.
Yeah. Oh, and on the bottom of the screen, they announced a match for next week: the Usos versus Elias and Riddle for the tag team champions.
So the Usos versus The Rock and Roll It Up Express. As we're getting a "This is awesome" chant from an exploder suplex or a halfway to the Michinoku driver, what have you, from KO onto Jay off the top rope.
Well, he had a 2 count, and Jay kicked out at 2.
Heinz 57 Princess. What?
What is that?
Like Heinz fucking ketchup? What?
Oh my god, Heinz ketchup.
I don't know, but we've got a 2 count right now with KO. I'm sure you're very much ahead of me.
Yes, I said that. I said that he had 2 counts. I said that.
Tadpole splash. That's the thing. Is it the frog splash or the tadpole splash?
I don't know.
I still like that was the name of the tadpole splash.
The tadpole. Oh.
Now, what do you think, though, about the whole accusation, I guess, a little bit of to where KO went into business for himself during the War Games match and Roman was super pissed backstage?
I don't know. Is that a work?
Hurt.
Is it a work? I don't know.
You don't see stuff like that, though. That's a work, though, with Roman at this point, honestly. It very much could be, and that's... See, this is where it gets into. I like that we're getting back to that kayfabe sense of you can feed these dirt sheet writers whatever because they'll snatch it up like fucking hungry hippos, and just run with it. So if it's meant to be a work, just like allegedly, supposedly, people think that the CM Punk Elite thing might be a work.
A lot of people do think that.
If you just feed it, and if you feed the monster enough, it'll grow enough. And it carries enough to make it make sense. God damn. Uso with a 2 count.
Just keep fighting. That's what they say. Yes, that's his thing. I know his line. Thank you.
Fight forever.
Fight forever. That's gonna be
big ass super kick for a 2 count. And that KO sold that perfectly if he just went stiff like a fucking fish.
Oh my god! I just had a 2 count, and KO just kicked out. It should have been a 3 count, but it was very slow counting. We count slow sometimes. Like 1, 2, and then we forget what comes after it.
Right. Well, then it's 4, 5.
We forget sometimes how to count.
Right. Super kick. Folded kill. Raw would be so much better if they dropped the 3rd hour.
A lot of people think that. I for one, I'm an old lady and I like to go to bed before 10. 8:39 is my perfect time.
Right. We're a little bit up past the hour here.
You know, my boyfriend gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning, so I get up then. Thanks.
I can second that sentiment because I'm up at like 4:30 in the morning for work. So.
They are putting everything into this match.
Well, and you kind of have to do that with the fact that there's no world title now on Raw. You have to have these just really good storyline matches as another super kick from Jay for a 2 count. But you have to have these good story matches. Yeah. That's why I think Austin Theory as U.S. title, and you build that. Maybe that's kind of a main event of it a little bit with him and Jay, and I think, with him and Seth.
Oh,
you have stuff like that works for a good bit. since there's no world title on here, you have to have these entertaining matches.
A Solo and oh, I know who won.
Keep it to yourself, respectfully.
Yes, I didn't say anything. Are you up to where Solo interferes?
I've got Jay going up right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Tony Soprano was the defensive coordinator for the New York Jets in 2000. What?
Yes.
Hey, Steve,
Yes.
JV.
Yeah, I didn't spoil it for you.
No, you're good. And JV, you're talking out your ass.
Ooh, see, I had my poker face on. You didn't know. See, I have a poker face on.
Poker
face.
Poker face. But so KO picks up the win, and goddamn, we went quick off the air with that.
Yeah, they're like, oh, he won, bye.
And we get the the little promo, the little thing in the corner, and we're out of there. Now I've got Blake Shelton shooting fucking cornholes at cornholes. Pause.
Well, they have a new show called like something bar karaoke or something, bar karaoke or something like that.
Called I'm a Redneck. What? But so folks, that is it for Monday Night Raw. 3 hours, I guess, kind of breezed by. I don't know whether it was, the show, the fact that, I had good company, had, the sister from another mister, had that New York Italian connection, what have you. But give us your rating for Monday Night Raw. It's, the wake from War Games. Where are we going now? We've got this long pause before we get to Royal Rumble. What did you think of Monday Night Raw?
I gave it a whole hand.
Oh, you gave it a 5. 5 piece. Why?
Yeah.
It's
It wasn't like memorable, but the matches like you wanted to see at Survivor Series kind of played out tonight, but they didn't play out the way I would like them to. Like for instance, everyone wanted to see Rhea Ripley versus Mia Yim, and that happened, but there was like everyone else had to get involved, and they eventually had the end of their match, but it was a very, very weird match.
Well, it was one of those it started off as a singles match, went into an 8-man match, and then kind of ended like a singles match. I guess differ with you on this. I'm gonna give it a 7. As I'm getting the Teddy Hart documentary right now, and God, I want to watch this, but
what?
Conversation. But I'm gonna give it a 7 in that I think it did well for. It built some storylines going forward. It wasn't bad for no world title coming out of a pay-per-view. The first hour commercial free very much kind of lived up to it. You got that whole, well, we thought we were going to see this at, Survivor Series, but we didn't. It wasn't. Now let's say this, 7 or a 6.5 of it. It's one of those that wasn't
no
bad,
surprises.
Well, there was no surprises, but it wasn't. 3 hours flew by, and that seems hard lately for WWE to do.
Because I feel like the 2-hour shows like SmackDown, and I feel like even Dynamite, those 2 hours fly by sometimes.
Right.
So 3 hours sometimes is very hard to watch.
But this, am I wrong that this kind of felt like it went by fairly quickly? It didn't have any real moments that it really dragged out.
No.
Granted, you had a bit more commercials on the back end that you thought you would, what have you. But it 100%, like you had KO versus Jey Uso in the main event. You had all these. You had Mia Yim versus Rhea Ripley that was unannounced that bled into an 8-person tag. You had all these matches that weren't advertised.
Yeah.
That became big moments.
The only match that was advertised was the Dexter Loomis versus The Miz.
And that was probably the weakest whole segment of the night.
Yep. And the opening was kind of It was meh.
Yeah, well, you kind of gave it a 5, a mid. You kind of gave it a meh. So Real quick before we, head towards the door here, folks, let us know your rating for Monday Night Raw tonight. What did you give it? What do you feel for it of coming outside of War Games? Are we moving down the right path, moving down the wrong path? If we've got a big gap, we've got what, month and a half before Royal Rumble, so we've got to kind of flesh out some stuff here.
Isn't the Royal Rumble like the end of January?
I believe so, because day one was initially meant to be on January 1st.
So I think it's the end of January. So we have like almost 2 months.
So it's going to be, they've got to fill out some stuff. They've got to flesh out some stuff. We've got to have some storylines kind of built out and play out. Dale gives it a 5 out of 10. So he's right there with you, Ashley. If it was mid. I guess figures,
mid.
That's your, area of everything's just kind of mid.
Where's my son? He's like mid.
How much did your house erupt though when MJF won the title?
Well, most of them were asleep.
Fair enough.
Because my kids don't stay up late.
How you know? John gives it a 5 out of 10 as well. See, everybody's going with you with a mid. I guess I'm the smoking the hopium here. If I was a little bit more, I thought it was. I guess it might be a little bit of what I expect from Monday Night Raw. At times, I expect it to be like you said. If we've been here, to where you're like, all right. In hour number 3 now of Monday Night Raw, so I'm forcing myself to stay awake.
Put the scotch tape on your eyelids.
Right. You got the toothpicks and everything, but this flew by of you look down and you realize that, it's 10:30 right now, and we've only got like a half hour or so left. Larry says a 6. Damien with a 7.5, going the highest again. The king of the hopium comes out with the highest score here.
Because he likes the Street Profits.
Well, and did that sway you at all?
No, but I knew they were going to win if they came back. I had a feeling they were going to win. I predicted that in my mind.
Well, I feel like that the Street Profits are set up to very much be one of the top tag teams in WWE, and I think them getting a return after they were off TV for maybe 2 weeks, that's not a huge surprise in return, what have you.
No. And people read on the internet they were coming back tonight, so it wasn't like a surprise.
Right. Well, that's the lovely wonder of dirt sheets is that, you can no longer actually have anything be a surprise. It's somebody's speculated, rumored, percolated and talked about it, 4 months in advance of when it's going to happen. But folks, I will take this time as we're, I think we're heading towards the door right now. So any sort of final thoughts, Miss Ashley?
Nope. I said it was a good night. We had good company, and it was a good night. I don't think it was. I think the show for me it was only because I know that they're building storylines that are going to be great in the future.
Right. Fair enough. I think that we're getting this coming out of War Games, and I feel like War Games was very much, especially with it being a big 4 pay-per-view, and it felt like that again. It was a good launching point for a lot of storylines to, I guess, using those, big money words of extrapolate from that show.
Yes, and now we're done with the WWE pay-per-views for the year.
Yes, well, we've now got to wait all the way through 2023, I think, for AEW and WWE. I think the only thing that's coming up, which we will probably be here for with a lovely triple header because we're normally always doing a double header, but we've never shied away from doing a triple header. What? Quadruple header? What? I can't even think of, octuple header at this point. Christ, we've probably been there. But 100%, folks, I think that kind of, seals the deal here for Monday Night Raw coming out of War Games. You know, we will be back here tomorrow night for NXT. Trust me, this is only just the start of the week. We're back here for anything and everything when it comes to
every night. I know.
Right. So I'll end this with our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that wrestling, you better put that forward life with it. Hit the subscribe button, goddammit.
Yes.
Bye.
Good night.